Hey, everybody, grace and peace. We're back. This is my one time a week watch party. So let's get at it. Let's get active. Thank you to everybody who's already jumped into the best live chat on the internet. I appreciate you tapping in, hitting that like button. Let me know what your like number is. All that. We're back. How about this one? All right. So earlier today, I did a live stream and we concluded that we're going to just do once a week, looking at Candace content watch party. So what I said I would do today is I want to look at this interview that Dinesh D'Souza did with the donor, the infamous donor who pulled back resources from Turning Point USA. I thought it was a really good interview. I wanted to hear what your thoughts were about it. I don't know when Candace is supposed to go live. I think somebody said 5:30-ish is when she's been going. So this video might be a little bit longer. And this video might go a little longer, then that way we can kind of speed run through Candace's content because hers is usually an hour on her side. So let's get at it. Let's get active. Shout out to everybody who's jumped in. Yes, I did see Asmongold earlier today. I did a review of Asmongold's video. I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. I loved it. Shout out for sure. Everybody who's jumped in, I appreciate you. Grace and peace to you all. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you so much. All right, what we got? Hey, shout out from Florence, Kentucky. Good to have you. Thank you very much for popping in. Did you see what Candace's latest tweet? I see it right here. I pulled it up. This is not, I don't think this deserves actually any kind of attention. I'm sorry. This just shows the depravity of this woman's heart. Like at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, she's only showing you just how unregenerate she is. That's it. There's no other way around it. So anyway, are y'all fighting for number 11? That's hilarious. Shout out from Vegas. Shout out to Vegas people, man, in the building. Where y'all from, good people? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull in Dinesh D'Souza. I might not stop very much because I thought it was an interesting interview, and I want to allow you an opportunity to hear. This is the man that I believe Charlie Kirk was referring to when he said donors pull back and they better be careful because I might platform Tucker. I don't know if I'm not 100% certain. I'm convinced this is exactly the person. So I don't know if this is a pound for pound with those text messages. Because again, the text messages in context, we don't know a lot of the context about them. So at no further ado, let's bring this in. Thank y'all, everybody who's already hopped in. I appreciate you tapping in. Thank you so much, friends. Let's get at it. Where are we at? Here we go right here. Y'all know how we do it. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear. But I didn't pull it up.
Next conversation could be described in the following headline. Zionist billionaire who was the largest donor to Turning Point, but stopped giving because of Tucker Carlson, speaks out for the first time. I'm speaking to Bob Shillman, entrepreneur, philanthropist at his home in California, about the inside scoop of his involvement and his break with Turning Point. Dr. Bob, let me ask you about
Dr. Bob.
Turning Point. You were the largest donor, the biggest supporter of Charlie Kirk, of Turning Point, and then you stopped. Why did you stop?
Okay, just a little history. I think I met Charlie. It was probably at a David Horowitz Freedom Center conference called Restoration Weekend. And David was very, very open, always generous with introducing new talent to his audience. And I was very impressed with Charlie. And I became a donor, probably not his first donor. I forget the name of the fellow. He's no longer with us. But I became the second donor and helped the organization grow and gave him advice whenever he asked for it. So I was a member of Turning Point's the team for probably 10 years, maybe 12 years. And I supported various projects within Turning Point. I also helped Turning Point Action, which is a 501c4, gave them some significant funds to help President Trump get elected. But about maybe it was, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you, since you're talking about support, you gave support in the millions of dollars. About 5 million, would you say?
It's between 3 and 5. Honestly, I'd have
over
to check.
over a period,
over a 10-year, 12-year period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but I became very concerned. This was about 2 months before his untimely death. I became very concerned with his giving a lot of credence to people like Tucker Carlson. And when there were big organizational meetings like Turning Point America or AmeriFest, right up on the big brochures next to Charlie was Tucker Carlson. And of course, I've been following Tucker Carlson. I used to like watching him when he was on Fox News. I liked his attitude. You know, he's a little sarcastic. But then, for some reason, something changed, and he became, in my view, a Jew hater. I don't use the term anti-Semitic. And Tucker has his own show and where he platformed known Jew haters. So I talked to Charlie about this, and I was very concerned that he was being influenced and giving a platform. Tucker Carlson, I think, gave a keynote address at one of the major Turning Point events, and I didn't get a good answer, and I told Charlie that I can't finance you anymore. I feel very good about my past helping Turning Point and helping you. You've used the money appropriately. You really helped President Trump get elected, the ground game that he did in those borderline states. But going forward, and I don't see, I don't like the trend of the organization going forward. So I'm going to stop financing it. Now, by the way, he didn't need it anymore. I think he was at the run rate of $60 to $80 million a year they were raising. And it's not like I stabbed him in the back. We had the discussion. And it's very common for philanthropists to give to causes they believe in. And I did give to causes I believed in, but then the organization changed.
What do you think was going on with Charlie? Charlie seemed to be pro-Israel. He made trips to Israel. I've seen him pose with the Israeli flag. He's been at the wall. He seemed to be a supporter, a sympathizer with Israel. Was it the case that, in your view, Charlie was moving in the other direction? Or was he just saying, hey, listen, Tucker's a great buddy of mine, and he has his own views, I have my own views, but on that basis of friendship, I want to give him a platform? What was going on in Charlie's mind? Because I think this is something people are grappling with, and you got to see it up close.
Right. And when he began to become a strong supporter of Israel, and by the way, that was partly motivated by a donor, Bernie Marcus, who was founder of Home Depot,
right?
Who, as I recall, Charlie told me, gave him a $10 million grant to start a group, a pro-Israel group within Turning Point. And when I saw that happening, I spoke to Charlie at an event that I was attending with him, and I said, this is a mistake, Charlie. Even though I'm very pro-Israel, of course, I'm known to be a Zionist, I told him it was a mistake for him to take positions outside of the main core of what Turning Point is all about. Turning Point is about free enterprise, capitalism, the literal interpretation of the Constitution, and freedom of speech. And I said, as soon as you start being involved in other peripheral causes, although they may be good, in my view, it's a good one, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. So even
Okay. Like, I agree with him. I've said this. I think Turning Point should focus on things that are here in stateside. I don't think Israel is our biggest concern by a mile. It's not our biggest concern. Not the U.S. It's not our biggest concern at all. We do need to be concerned about it, but it's not the biggest concern. It may be in the top 20, but again, it is not the biggest issue. So no, I agree with Dr. Bob. Shout out to Dr. Bob.
Even though he was doing something that I would normally approve of outside of Turning Point, I suggested he not do it. In the same way, when he became somewhat, not he, but he was promoting people who are anti-Israel or anti-Zionist or Jew haters, I told him you shouldn't do it.
It seems like what you were saying to Charlie, in effect, was
Stick to your knitting.
And stick to America first.
America.
Don't go outside of the American agenda.
Because as soon as you start, and I think what happened, he went to college campuses, and this was after October 7th, 2023, and there were a lot of questions by the...
Okay, this is a good question. I don't know, and I need to do some research. Was Charlie Kirk getting a lot of questions about Israel before October 7th? Like, was he getting a lot of questions? I don't know. So I'm putting it out there. If somebody runs across it, jwitt@jwitt.com. I'd like to know, like, what was his questions? What were the questions like in, 2020 or earlier before October 7th? Like, what were they before? Okay. And hear me. We can disagree. I disagree with that simply because, but we don't have to disagree. We don't have to like part ways. However, to the degree that we are talking about it today, I don't think Israel is that important. I will stand on that one. I don't think Israel is as important to what we're dealing with right here in the United States right now today. Your gas prices, your child's education, taking care of your 401k. It's not that important. It's not. There's more things important. That's just it. There are way more things that are far more important to us right now. Again, I'm not saying it's not at all important. I'm just saying it's not as important. That's what I'm saying. And I think most people, if they're being fair and honest, and I am a Christian, and I am a Christian. I disagree with the idea that your eschatology. We can have that debate, later on. Of course, we can have that call out. But no, I don't think that it's as important as we like to make it out to be. Yeah, that's it. Shout out, grace and peace, everybody.
The students, which I don't know if they were prepared ahead of time, but they were poking him about Israel. Why are you so, interested in Israel? It's not American. It's not pro-American. So I think that helped change his mind or his direction. And he never said anything, that would indicate that he was a Jew hater or an anti-Semite. But certainly by keeping Candace Owens on their website, and you can still, I don't know if you can still find her there, but she was there, probably not, given the relationship with now. But she was there when I was involved, and I said, I don't like, I thought she was out. She was still there. You'd have to find it. But certainly Tucker Carlson was being promoted, and I think that's what happened. It was in reaction to all the questions he was getting by the students on college campuses.
Okay, so and we can dig into it. So Dr. Bob, shout out to Dr. Bob. He has a great haircut, by the way. Shout out to everybody who's bald. Dr. Bob says, hey, he's asking these questions because of what happened on October 7th. And because of that, that's where all of and I can totally get with that. I do want to know, like, I'm gonna have to do a little deep dive and find me a Charlie Kirk before October 7th. What kind of questions was he getting? Because to me, that is important, because it does kind of go to show what I think is the problem is that we kind of hyper fixated on this topic. And I don't think that people are giving it the proper attention and putting it in its proper place. Shout out.
So I think what you're saying here, and to me, this is not an unfamiliar story. When I was at the American Enterprise Institute, we had free market economists, and we would get sometimes funding from some big business which supported free market capitalism, but on the other hand, when it came, for example, to a subsidy to that business, they would want the subsidy. And then the free market economists would revolt and say, we're being bought off. And so the head of AEI, of the American Enterprise Institute, was caught between the scholars over here and the donors over. So to me, this happens.
This happens.
Right? And I think what you're describing is, here's Charlie, and he did he take the money from Bernie Marcus? Did he take the $10 million?
Yes.
He did. Okay,
yes.
So he's committed over here, right. And at the same time, the students are kind of over here. So when Charlie said, I'm being pressured by the donors, but really No,
I wasn't pressured by, I never tried to pressure him. I just said this is not consistent with the mission of Turning Point. That's what I said. You should stick to the mission of Turning Point. And although you may get less tweets or less people attending your conference, this is what you should be doing.
Because this is what you set out to do.
That's what he set out to do, and that's what I funded.
And obviously, I think part of what you're saying as well is that a donor has every right to give money to a cause that you believe in. And if the organization or the individual marches off in a different direction,
stop giving the money.
Why on earth would you want to? There's no like entitlement to the money.
Right.
So why would you, again, if you know, earlier today I did a video with a content creator who creates manga comic books, or manga, they're not actually comic books, they're called manga, which are basically Japanese comic books, okay? But if I don't like Japanese comic books, why would I give him money if I don't support what he's doing? It's really that simple. I mean, this is a supply and demand. This is a, look, Charlie Kirk was providing a product. He was providing a service to people. And if they didn't like the service, they just chose not to support it. I don't see why that's a lap too far mentally for people to understand. But let's keep going. Let's go.
And there's no intentional. I didn't try to get the money back that I had already given.
Talk
it.
about it. They were going to name a building after you.
Yes, there was
the Shillman Center,
the Shillman Freedom Center.
And what did you tell them?
I told them, and I had made most of the payments that I promised to do was in stages based on where the building was and the purchase of the building and everything. And I said, I'm not going to make the last payment, but you can name the building. The agreement was it was supposed to be named after the Shillman Foundation. I said, you can name the building anything you want except Shillman.
Don't use your name.
Don't use my name. Don't use my name. Right.
And what was Charlie's reaction when you told him that?
They said they'd have to think about it, and they never got back to me, and they never distanced themselves from Tucker in any way. And
No.
I think he was influenced by the number of followers that he gets with Tucker there. Tucker's an influencer who has a large audience, unfortunately.
It is something that people have grappled with, right? What caused Tucker to change?
Money.
And you're saying it's money.
Money.
The reason I've been myself flabbergasted by it is people do change their mind, right? Whittaker Chambers used to be a communist, and then he became an anti-communist. But he
Wait, hold on. How you gonna call me out, Dinesh? Hold on, man. Hold on, Dinesh. Whittaker Chambers. Who is this? Who's Whittaker Chambers? Hey, let's not call me out like that, brother. What's going on here?
Whittaker Chambers used to be a communist, and then he became an anti-communist. But he wrote a 600-page book, Witness, explaining how he shifted, what caused him to change his mind. Notice that Tucker has never done this.
No.
He's never given any kind of account, and yet suddenly you have this sort of new Tucker, and he is saying the things that younger Tucker is the opposite of what he said.
Right.
But you think it's financial.
That's my belief. Yep. And Qatar, the country of Qatar has a history of making huge donations to various universities to fund Middle Eastern schools, and most of those organizations have become centers of radicals and those universities. To the deterrent, to the negative effect of our society. Most of the university campuses that were inflamed by October 7th by Israel a day after the war. Israel didn't do anything for months after they were attacked, but the next day there were all these campus protests, and those come from the organizations within the universities that are financed by Qatar. And that's well documented, how many billions of dollars they've spent undermining universities in America.
Do you think that Tucker was, or maybe is, trying to take over Turning Point?
I imagine that would be a goal. I don't think he'll be able to do that. I hope he won't be able to do that.
I just say this because Tucker had clearly built inroads into the Heritage Foundation. So you think of the Heritage Foundation as one of the key think tanks. You think of Turning Point as the key youth organization. And so
and it might be, by the way.
Looking at it from Tucker's point of view, this is the way
it might even be
if I'm trying to move the Republican Party in a different direction, what better way? Heritage, Turning Point.
Right.
That would be the way.
And it might be that the Qatar has invested in Turning Point. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be very wise of them to do. So I wouldn't be
Wow.
surprised if they are a large donor.
Have you come across the name of Nick Fuentes
Yes.
in connection? Did Charlie talk about
No,
him?
no,
Never. He never
no.
mentioned him.
No, no.
Never mentioned him at all.
Right.
Yeah, because Charlie had texted me. I did a debate with Nick on the Iran issue. It was not about Nick's whole philosophy. We're debating the Trump strike on Iran. We had this pretty feisty exchange. I think I got the better of it. Most people thought I got the better of it. But Charlie, when he found out about it, was very agitated and sent me a series of texts basically saying, why are you platforming this guy? He's vermin. He's horrible. I only say this because
He was on Tucker's show.
he was on Tucker's show and precisely some of the same things that Nick has been saying, Tucker's been saying.
Right.
And so it's very interesting. I kind of wonder, Charlie, the assassination, there's no more Charlie, and it's hard to know what Charlie would make of all the stuff going on now with
Right.
Turning Point and also with Tucker, because Tucker's most blatant, I wouldn't say it's not just anti-Israel, it's not just anti-Jew, but now an emerging like pro-Islamic side is emerging, right? Coming back to Tucker and your pulling away from Turning Point, as you know, they do a lot of good, and you supported the good stuff they were doing. Did you think that what Tucker was saying was insidious enough, bad enough, poison in the minds of young people? I'm trying to get at what is it that you said, listen, I love this organization, I love what they've been doing, but guess what? I'm out. It's probably took a lot because I was
Right.
in 2022, I was in Phoenix at a Turning Point donor event at which I spoke. You were there. You stood up and you said something like, which really, I remember it, so it's so vivid. You were like, I am trying to give away my money, you said. I think you had put up $100,000. You were asking people to match it. And you were the number one Turning Point super fan.
Yes,
At that
and
donor
in fact,
event.
Charlie put me in that position at every major event to make the ask,
Yeah.
to talk about why I'm a donor and that I think all of you who are in this room believe in the mission, and now it's time to write a check, right? And I'm good at that. I put my money where my mouth is. So, but you're asking about why? Okay, why couldn't I overlook it? It's because it's, in the posters advertising Turning Point, Amerifest or whatever, there were lots of speakers. Donald Trump's son was a speaker and various senators. But right in the upper left corner, first was Charlie, and next to him was Tucker Carlson. And Tucker was a keynote speaker, or maybe the keynote speaker.
Yo, I gotta jump in here real quick. I'm gonna say something. I don't know what Charlie Kirk would do today. I don't know if Charlie Kirk would boot Tucker Carlson out of there. You don't know either. Charlie Kirk is receiving his eternal reward. He's not concerned about this anymore. Trust me. The problem is, why is Turning Point still allowing Tucker Carlson? The persons that are still here, the Andrew Colvetts, the Erica Kirks, the Mike McCoys, the Blake Neffs, those persons who are responsible for Turning Point now, why are they still allowing Tucker Carlson? Why are they still allowing these people who vehemently went against and fought? Again, they were quick to kick out Tim Pool for whatever he said. They were willing to kick out Tim Pool from America Fest. And I think that was a very wrong move to make. Yeah, I think they could work with Tim Pool. Of course, Tim Pool's got his own issues, but who doesn't have issues? Raise your hand if you don't have issues. But they kept Tucker Carlson. They keep rocking with Megan. And I think moving forward is going to be very telling. But they had Tucker Carlson on so many platforms post Charlie Kirk in the last 3-4 months. It's crazy work. So my question is, it's not a matter of what would Charlie Kirk do. Why are they doing it? If they understand what Charlie Kirk's doing, why are they allowing him to why are they still platforming Tucker? That's the question I think they need to ask. Okay, let's finish this up. Shout out to Dr. Bob.
So, I could overlook it. There are people with different views on a lot of things. They hate Jews. If it's one out of 30 other people who are on this poster, but he was a key element in these presentations, and That's what did it for me. That's what did it for me. And not only
Oh, okay, fine. I'm sorry. I don't think Turning Point is lacking influence. I don't think they're lacking audience. Sure, they might be lacking money, but they had already lost Dr. Bob. I don't think they were losing money like that. That they again. Well, let me ask you this question. Let me throw this question out to you. Do you think that Turning Point would bring in more donations during that time post Charlie Kirk if they kept Tucker or if they booted Tucker? That's my question. I don't think they would have. I think they would have shown principle. I think they would have shown like, oh no, we're not rocking with Tucker. I think that'd have been. And again, like they just don't have to have him. But they booted Tim Pool, and I know Tim Pool said less vehement, horrible things than Tucker Carlson has done.
me, other donors too. I mean, I was in contact. Mainly, they contacted me and told me that they were very upset and didn't understand it and didn't see it getting any better. That's the problem. Didn't see it getting any better.
We know a guy in Texas who is a billionaire or close to it, and we got wind of this because the message from Turning Point was, our donors are pulling out. You need to up your donation. So they were pitching other donors to make it up. And so, this at the time we were very much on the outside, but this was very intriguing to hear this rumbling going on. I don't know if you remember, but you sent me what turned out to be a very ill-timed text. It was actually like a day or two before Charlie was assassinated. And you were like, I'm done, I'm out, I'm not going to give them another penny. And then, of course, obviously you had no way of knowing this 2 days later, poor Charlie is shot, he's killed. And then you immediately sent me a text going, oh, I feel horrible. You sent me something basically saying, you realized that this was something that you had sent right before. And what do you make of all the...
Now, he was a wonderful person.
Yes, he was.
I have to tell you. Really impressive. I mean, it's rare for me to give this kind of money to any particular organization. There are a few.
It's me.
But in his presentations, he didn't have notes. He had such a memory for the details, and he'd go through what he promised last year and how they did on those promises. And these were 2 or 3 hour presentations that he would make, and they were exciting. They were interspersed with videos of what his groups were doing, whether it was Turning Point Faith or Blexit or this or that. And he was a very impressive individual, and I thought a good Christian. And I admire Christians. And I support Christian organizations.
So you had no problem as a Jew giving money
Absolutely
to Charlie as a Christian, or even Turning Point Faith, which was quite openly, in a sense, advocating.
Right.
Charlie was surrounded with pastors, and you didn't mind any of that.
I loved it because it was all pro-America. And he had these different groups, and it's important to have all these different groups that have a slightly different focus. So he had this Turning Point Faith, which I loved, and I think probably some of my donations were targeted to Turning Point Faith. Yeah.
What do you make of the Cheers Charlie, he's assassinated. The assassin is turned in by his own family.
Right.
He's connected with this kind of trans network.
Lately, a lot of these acts of violence are by trans.
Have some trans.
Yeah. We shouldn't make guns illegal. We should make trans illegal.
Go ahead, Dr. Bob.
And so this is what baffles me, right? Because you have here these violent networks, and by the way, some of them do military training. There's an Antifa side to what these trans activists do. And yet, just as we're closing in on a public expose of the whole thing, and of course a trial of this guy, the shooter, we now have these conspiracy theories brewing on the right that, well, some
Mossad,
of them, it was Mossad, it's the Egyptian planes, it's Macron. You haven't heard about? No, there's an element, the Macrons, or there's a French Legion military connection. I mean, 99% of this is coming from Candace, who is essentially made maybe not a career, but certainly a portfolio of
conspiracies.
Well, I call it the Candace Intelligence Agency, the new CIA.
I see.
She's like, me and my followers are going to investigate and bust open and reveal who the true killers are. And she's saying, I'm not saying it isn't this guy. I'm simply saying that it's
Was
a much
behind him.
wider. Yeah, I'm going to expose the people. What do you make of all this? Have you? It doesn't seem like you follow it all that closely.
Thank goodness. I
Right.
don't. You know,
Bob, I got other things to
I
do.
have other things to do, more productive things to do with my day. But I know people who follow it closely, and the only thing I can make of it is that the technology has given everybody a microphone. Everybody has a microphone, and the more radical you are, the more people are going to pay attention to you, even to argue with you. And that's such a mistake. If you don't believe in what somebody's saying, just turn the channel. Don't send another text to them or to all your friends about why he or she is wrong. Just ignore it. Ignore it all. It's noise. And Candace must have something seriously. And I knew Candace way back when.
Right.
Her first job, as I believe, was with the David Horowitz Freedom Center. He gave her the start. And from there, I think she went to Prager for a while. She was at Prager University. And from there, she went to Ben Shapiro, and Ben finally had to fire her because she became, I think, a Jew hater during that period. So these are Jews who gave her the start. David Horowitz, Dennis Prager, and Ben Shapiro, all Jews. And she was a nobody.
Earlier, you
That's true.
described yourself as a Zionist. And we seem to be in an atmosphere today where, particularly among young people, there's the sense that that American Jews who are Zionists are putting Israel first, or that Israel is controlling America, or that AIPAC, the American Israel Political Action Committee, is a foreign front that needs to register under the Foreign Agents Act. What do you make of all of this, and how do you address it? This idea that sort of your interests are not America first, they're Israel first.
Well, I live in America. America gave me this opportunity, and it is the best, finest country in the world. And at the same time, I believe that Israel has a right to exist. The history, as shown by some of your movies, matter of fact, prove that. The archaeology proves that the Jews were there first. Okay, they are the inherent,
The original inhabitants.
The original inhabitants of the land. And so I think it's important for Jews to have their own country. There are 52, I think maybe it's more, 52 Islamic countries in the world. Shouldn't the Jews have one? And even though it's a country,
I mean, okay, I think that's a very valid question. I don't have a dog in the race, but why can they not exist? Like, I don't get it. I just really want to get, why do they not have the right to exist? But there's 52 other countries. That's crazy work. Let's go.
that's run by Jews and for Jews, everyone has the same rights. It's the only place in the Middle East where Muslims can practice their faith, Christians can practice their faith, and Jews can, or Hindus, whoever. There's let's see, a strange sect I think it's in Tel Aviv. Oh, I'll forget about that. But they have the right to practice their faith. The Abai, whatever it is.
Religious freedom.
So
I got you.
it's the only country where you have freedom of religion, right? Of all faiths, any faith. And it's a very special thing. But the countries that border it don't believe in that, and they want to destroy Israel. So when I say I'm a Zionist, I'm in favor of there being a country for the Jews. For the Jews.
And what you're saying is that I can
themselves.
be America first, I can be pro-American with an allegiance to America, and I don't think that the interests of Israel conflict with that at all.
Matter of fact, Israel comes closest to the American ethics of freedom and democracy and open free enterprise. It comes the closest to America. So, of course, I want it to exist. I would like every country to be as free as Israel is.
You don't want everybody to exist.
Thank you very much.
All right. So that was Dr. Bob. Shout out to Dr. Bob. I put Dr. Bob in the chat. That was Dr. Bob. He is the gentleman that was the supporter of Charlie Kirk and TPUSA that pulled back his support from the organization. All right. So that was it. I thought that was a fair interview. I mean, sure, we could have gotten to some more weeds about it, but I thought it was fair. I mean, tell me what y'all thought about it. Give me a 2 cent while we get ready to cue this up. Okay, so your girl has kicked off the show. I told y'all once a week we'll probably do this, maybe once a week. Maybe it'll be Thankful Thursday. We can just thank God that it's over, and maybe we'll watch it. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to do it. But Candace has kicked off the show, so let's go figure out what tripe she's selling this week and what people are buying. So everybody, green hearts in the chat when you can hear.
All right, you guys, it's going to be a hell of a Thursday. What do I have for you? Trump, Kash Patel, Jared Kushner. Why does it now feel like everyone is implicated in the Epstein file cover-up, right? Crazy question for you guys today. Do you believe that the Epstein files may have something to do with Charlie Kirk's assassination? Because
Oh
for
my
the life of me, I
gosh.
could not fathom how Charlie Kirk, who was a friend to all of these people, all of these very powerful people, could have been so deeply betrayed by all of them in the sense that when he died, they all immediately wanted to turn the chapter. They weren't interested. He dedicated his adult life to empowering these people. And I just remember thinking to myself, what's going on? These people now occupy the highest offices in America. Their dear friend was just assassinated, and they seem altogether disinterested in the obvious holes in the Tyler Robinson lone shooter narrative, his wife included. Why does nobody in Charlie's world want a true investigation? I'm now thinking that maybe it's plausible that everyone here is implicated in the Jeffrey Epstein cover up. Like, do all of these people know each other through the world of New York real estate, beauty pageants, Israelis, and Eastern European models? I'm now asking myself, are they launching a world war that nobody wants to distract us from the Epstein files? Could the world really be this evil? And on that note, I think it is high time to
All right, y'all. I got a new soundboard. My soundboard is acting up. So y'all pray for your boy. Pray for me. All right. We all know that the Epstein files is a big giant nothing burger. Nothing's coming out of that. If there was something that could have come out of it, trust me, it would have happened during the Biden administration. It's not. It's a big nothing burger. The fact that she is going to try to now tie all this in, this woman, I told y'all, man, this woman is given to conspiracies. Like she's just she eats it up so much, man. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, and she keeps loading her heart up with conspiracies and shenanigans and stupid stuff. And that's what spews out of her pie hole on a regular basis is dumb, ignorant, retarded stuff. That's it. Candaspiracy, ladies and gentlemen, is on trial. Let's go.
share the video footage from behind Charlie's head. We will also be sharing the remaining photos that we have in our possession from the inside of the vehicle that Charlie was transported to the hospital in. We're going to release everything because maybe Charlie's vision was correct. He said that he was going to die to help awaken humanity. Let's see. Welcome back to Candace.
There ain't no way in the world this woman is serious. I'm sorry. I don't think that this is footage. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't think she has footage.
Let's begin with an interesting update. So yesterday and the day before, we began breaking the news, the story that in particular Erica's involvement with Epstein's favorite modeling agency, Faith Kate's Next Modeling Management, a Rothschild spinout. We broke a story that her dealings with them involved real estate in some capacity. Erica Francevay was, as we were told, the point person to the firm when it came to housing young models. More specifically, Erica dealt with apartments in a white building. They had remembered that that white building was located somewhere near 68th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. Well, lo and behold, a few of you guys sent us a building that could potentially match that very description. A building that was owned by Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, who inherited all of his wealth. I want you guys to check out this article, which was published by the New York Post.
Can you imagine trying to make this make sense to your friends or family or to jurors? Like this is why we're not trying Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson is innocent because Erica Francevy worked for a modeling agency that she worked in a white building that happened to be a white building that could have been owned by Jeffrey Epstein. That's why Tyler Robinson is not guilty. Okay. All right, that's it. Imagine this. Imagine trying to do this.
It reads, in part, Exposed, this is the title, inside the New York City condo building where Jeffrey Epstein secretly kept his underage victims. And the article tells us, quote, newly unsealed records reveal that Jeffrey Epstein kept some of his underage victims in an apartment building just 10 blocks from his Upper East Side townhouse. The address is 301 East 66th Street, a 16-story post-war condo between.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, since Candace is now giving out addresses, she might want to check and make sure that your lawyers are not associated with this building, Candace, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to end up happening before the end of the day tomorrow. People are going to find out that your lawyers or somebody tied to you is also associated with this building, because that just seems to be what happens. Because there's no way you vetted this. So you got that information yesterday. You're putting it out here today. Don't be surprised if you find out that you're going to have egg on your face.
First and Second Avenues,
Mitch,
with a 24-hour doorman, hid another sordid operation. The files show the building functioned as a logistical hub for Epstein's world, and according to civil complaints and sworn testimony, the underage girls that he trafficked. More than a dozen apartments also cycled between wealthy guests, notable foreign dignitaries, and Epstein staffers. Elsewhere in the article, we learned that, quote, one victim had previously described arriving at the building and being shown a small apartment stocked with domestic comforts. She says, I remember the apartment clearly, she said in her 2022 account. It was relatively small, and there was Dannon yogurt in the fridge and a basket of fruit and cookies on the counter. It was a gesture showing the guise of care before she was taken about 9 blocks away to Epstein's townhouse at 9 East 71st Street to give him a massage. She said, quote, I remember feeling quite special, she recalled in the interview. It was a part of the manipulation, though. Here, we are caring for you. We are providing for you. That's all part of the grooming process, end quote. Isn't that ironic?
Isn't that ironic? What's that got to do with Erica Kirk? What's that got to do with Charlie Kirk? I'm sorry. What's that got to do with anything? Not trying to be funny. What's that got to do with anything?
Embedded into the article, because it has an interesting caption. It says, some apartments were labeled in his address book, as apartments for models.
Oh my gosh.
Apartments for models. And civil filings allege the condos were used to house young women brought from overseas and provided with living quarters, transportation, and other benefits to secure compliance. This photo is also courtesy of Corcoran. Wow. Corcoran Real Estate. I love that the photo is courtesy of Corcoran Real Estate, because remember, the Corcoran president, according to Jeffrey Epstein's files, was a Rothschild. Why is this just giving massive conspiracy?
Because you're an idiot. That's why it's giving massive conspiracy, because you're retarded. That's why, Candace. That's why. I know it's harsh. It's harsh, but it's because you're a dummy. That's why. But even more than that, does Erica work for this company? Like, what are we doing? Well, what does Erica have to do with this company? That's the question we should be asking. Just wondering. Shout out to the best live chat on the internet. Let's go.
White building right there.
White building.
Remembers Erica dealing with models. He's just putting in his phone, apartment for models. What's going on here? Why wouldn't she just simply answer an email and clarify her relationship with Next Model Management?
Because, Candace, you're insane. Nobody is responsible to you. That's the thing I really think that she's missing. Nobody's accountable to you. So for you to send an email and say, well, why don't you answer this question? Ma'am, that's why. Because of what you're doing now. You just sat there and drugged that woman's mom, saying that she's not really sick, but that she's a fraud, that she's faking being sick and having cancer. And anybody who says she has cancer is lying. And you think they're going to email you back? Come on now. You can't be that retarded. You can't. That's some short bus shouties type of stuff. That's licking windows right there. Candace, you can't be licking windows. Tell me you're not licking windows, Candace. Man, this woman is dumb.
Like a massive conspiracy, which could have potentially implicated many more players who were involved in the New York City real estate scene and who also happen to radically support the nation state of Israel, given that the Rothschilds credit themselves with having created that nation state. It wasn't biblical. It was banking. The Kushners are involved in Manhattan real estate, right? The Trumps are involved in Manhattan real estate. And from where I'm sitting, it looks like Donald Trump and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi colluded to lie to the American people about the Epstein files. At the very least, we can now assert that they intentionally covered up for Jared Kushner's Israeli business friends who sold Ivanka and Jared their Miami mansion, and they were just found guilty of sex trafficking. Remember, Kash Patel said there was no evidence of trafficking in the files, none. Yet, these Israeli-American brothers, Tal, Aren, and Alon Alexander, were indeed in the files. And we can assume that because of their relationship with Jared Kushner, they enjoyed a warm relationship with Donald Trump. He certainly visited the White House multiple times.
This is a game of 6 degrees of separation like nobody's business. Like, I don't even understand how you can stretch that far, man. That's like, remember that Stretch Armstrong doll from like the early 80s, 90s-ish, 80s? Like, that's some Stretch Armstrong. Like, at what point do you say, like, okay, I'm reaching too far? Like, at what point do you say this? You're right. She's Elastigirl. There we go. Let's go.
Even were invited to the annual Hanukkah party. And I'm wondering if it's because of that they had their last names redacted from the Epstein files. We were told that the redactions were limited to protecting us from child pornography. Well, it turns out that too was a lie, as we always knew it was. Trump is protecting his friends. He's protecting Jared's friends. He is protecting Israel. And I got to tell you, it is good to be an Israeli piece of filth that is in with the Trumps and the Kushners.
Wow.
The redactions didn't matter in the end, thanks to the crusade of Congressman Thomas Massie, among others, who Trump now wants primaried down in Kentucky because Israel wants him out. He's not a Zionist. The brothers were revealed because of him, and they were, like I told you, just found guilty in a major sex trafficking case. And, well, I guess let's just check out this news clip to see what sorts of people this administration is working to defend and cover for. Take a listen.
3 brothers have been convicted of sex trafficking after weeks of emotional testimony. On Monday, a jury found that the Alexander brothers had repeatedly trafficked and engaged in unlawful sexual activity with young women. 2 of the brothers rose to prominence, closing high-end real estate deals in New York and Miami. Tom Hansen joins us now with more. Tom, good morning.
Hey there, Vlad. Good morning to you. Well, the Alexander brothers were found guilty of all 10 counts against them in federal district court here in Manhattan Monday. Their defense team had argued the brothers were womanizers, but not criminals. The jury disagreed.
So, yeah, like, again, you seem to miss over the Tate brothers, but how is this tying to Charlie? I just really want to hear this part. This is the part I really am waiting to see. Like, how does this apply to Charlie? That's some crazy work. Let's go.
Within a year after the Alexander brothers were first arrested on charges including sex trafficking, a jury found the trio guilty of all 10 counts against them Monday. Mark Agnivolo represents Orrin Alexander.
We believe in our client's innocence, and we're not going to stop fighting until we prevail.
Orrin and his brother Tal rose to prominence as real estate brokers to the mega rich, with a splashy profile in the New York Times and appearances on cable business shows about their multi-million-dollar sales.
It's a family affair with us.
Alon Alexander, Orrin's twin, worked as an executive for a private security firm owned by the family.
The Alexander brothers worked together and with others to repeatedly and violently drug, sexually assault, and rape dozens of female victims.
All 3 brothers were arrested in December of 2024. During the trial, the jury heard from 11 women who accused the brothers of rape or sexual assault, including allegations that the Alexanders had drugged the women before assaulting them, even recording certain encounters without consent. The jury found Tal, Orrin, and Alon guilty of sex trafficking charges, Tal and Alon guilty of sex trafficking a minor, and Orrin and Alon guilty of sexual abuse. Their sentencing has been scheduled for August, and the brothers face life behind bars.
And now that their federal trial is over, the Alexander brothers still face additional legal trouble, including in Florida, where Alon and Orrin are charged with rape in state court. They have pleaded not guilty. The details pretty disturbing, guys.
Why are Israelis like this? Like, what is wrong with them? I'm asking seriously. And allow me to reiterate what's going on here. So Kash 33 Patel, and the President of the United States, likely under the instruction of his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who everybody knows is running the White House. He was running the White House back in 2020. He's the reason Trump has already admitted that Jared told me to bomb Iran. He told me that they might preemptively strike. Everything he does is because Jared Kushner tells him to. So Trump is essentially just being, on paper, he's running the White House, but it's always been Jared Kushner. Okay. He was the one that also told him to lock everything down during COVID. What's going on here is they have just proven they were willing to lie via redactions to the American people to protect rapists, Israeli rapists, and sex traffickers, because they donate to the IDF. You can apparently traffic and you can rape humans as long as you support Israel. That's the most important thing. Oddly,
that's just nasty work, y'all. I don't know, man. That's just nasty work to hear a woman talk like that and just so flippant about something so nasty and gross. And she just like, oh, they just do this to. That's crazy work, man. That's just that woman. I didn't miss this chick at all. This chick is vile. I see she's been keeping her vileness going, y'all. This is evil.
Oh, trafficking, this just keeps coming up, right? It's a common theme that nobody expected. Throughout our investigation to Charlie Kirk, who killed Charlie Kirk, we keep coming up with themes of human sex trafficking and Israel and the unjustified redaction for the Alexander brothers.
Perverted.
Sure adds a lot more smoke to that mysterious meeting that Andrew Colbert and other Turning Point USA affiliates had with top brass in the West Wing the literal day before the Epstein files dropped. Told you I thought Could it be for like, are they redacting and doing things for their friends? A little hush hush meeting that Mr. 33 Patel wanted to help Andrew Colvett camouflage by way of faking a Charlie Kirk.
So what's this new thing with Cash 33 Patel? What's up with the 33? Why is she so fixated on that? That's interesting. Okay. I know about the 33-degree Masons. I know that part, but why is she so fixated on that all of a sudden? What y'all done did to her? Like, if she's thinking, I don't think she should stop thinking. I think she should start thinking. The problem is she isn't thinking. Therein is the rub. Like, so why is she calling him 33 now, though? She's mentioned Cash Patel before and never did that. So where's this coming from? What have y'all done to her? Y'all done broke her? What have y'all done to this woman? Y'all, what in the world?
Live episode, I'm calling in. I never do this. Ha ha ha. Meanwhile, you're together in DC. I think it's fair to ask, what other pieces of human filth this administration would be willing to help for Israel?
Wow.
Now Trump has proven he will do anything for Israel. He will send your sons and your daughters to die for them. That's actually the plan they seem to be imparting upon us right now. So poor Charlie for having held him in higher estimation. This brings me to the utterly deranged campaign to foist Erica Kirk upon the masses, right? The widow, who was clearly not grieving, the media dismissing her obviously problematic past, no interest in her obviously problematic past or her obviously problematic.
Because they're not retards like you, Candace. They're not short bus shawties. They're not licking windows. That's why they don't lick windows. They don't do that. They're not dumb. And they know the stuff that you're talking about is just muck. You're just bringing up people's old history. You're just bringing up muck. That's why they don't mess with you, Candace. That's why the news is not ignoring it. It's just not important. I hate to say that the mainstream media is probably more gracious than Candace, who professes to be a Christian. Man, make that make sense. Who had that on their bingo board? Good gracious.
Mother. And now it seems they're taking it a step further, trying to get Erica's turning point into high schools all across America. That's been the push. They're even trying to establish something in Ireland. Ireland, wake up, pay attention. Korea, wake up, pay attention. Okay. It's weird and it's problematic. Let me ask you guys, with everything that we now know, how do you feel at home about the prospects of Erica Kirk, Tyler Boyer, the Farnsworths, and the Turning Point staff being heavily endorsed for high school classrooms in particular? Because
I feel better about them than I do about you. That's what I'll say. I feel better about Turning Point being involved in high schools than I do about you. Like, let's keep it a buck. Well, why would somebody trust you, Candace? Because at the current moment, you're doing nothing. That's the thing I don't think people are realizing. Candace is doing nothing. She's just sitting around nitpicking. You're not starting your own counter Turning Point. You're not doing something else to counteract and do a different move in a different direction. You're just sitting here telling us what you don't like. And Candace, I'll just say it right now, you can't do it. Really, when the smoke clears, she hates the fact that Charlie Kirk could do this and Erica Kirk can take it further and she can't do it. She knows that. She knows that she went to a college campus, it wouldn't go well. She knows that. She knows she can't fill out a stadium of people coming to talk or hear her talk and ask her really solid questions. She knows that. She knows it. So all she can do is tear down those who can, because those who can't, all they can do is tear down. That's it. That's why we keep building. We're not worried about people that tear down, because these people got to tear down. We can build. We keep the enemies at the gate. That's it.
That's what's happening. It's Club America. That's what it's called. Yesterday, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and yes, that is Mike Huckabee's daughter, might be relevant to the theme of Israel, signed a proclamation with Erica Kirk by her side, announcing her support for every high school in Arkansas to adopt a Club America. Okay. I want you guys to watch Erica in this clip, by the way. Pay attention to Erica's mannerisms in this clip, because I swear everything about her screams fraud. Terrible, not even D-list, E-list actress, because now she's going to take on the sheepish and scared Erica in her mannerisms. All right, let's
notice she's trying to frame it before you actually see it. I think that's Candace, of course. Leave her alone.
Watch and listen to this.
We are here to welcome one of the conservative movement's most talented, most outspoken, and most faithful leaders, Erica Kirk, to our great state. We're so proud to have her, and we're so proud of the incredible work that she is doing to help encourage students across the country to engage and join Club America, which we're launching here in Arkansas, and we're just honored to have you.
Thank you. God bless you. We're so grateful, and thank you for honoring Charlie and his legacy and his mission to have a Club America on every high school chapter across the country. So God bless you guys, and thank you.
So what was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? She was saying thank you. This woman, because she has a heart that is dark, she again, like, what was wrong with that? Oh my gosh, how dare the woman actually thank somebody for helping to push forward their mission and goal? Like, what? This woman is sick.
Just so performative, and it gives me the ick.
Oh,
Because
the ick.
somehow, as we have demonstrated, child sex abuse allegations, scandals, that seems to follow that sheepish girl that you just saw on the screen. She's just unlucky that way. It's never her. It's the U.S. Marines, Colonel Otto Busher. It's everyone around her that seems adjacent to these sorts of scandals. Take, for example, United Hands Romania. That's the organization that Erica partnered with on her Romanian Angels project. Okay, she partnered with an organization known as United Hands Romania.
This is also something
And something that
interesting.
immediately flagged me as weird is
You know
that
what flags me as weird is that Tracy Martin, shout out to Tracy Martin, she addressed all these conspiracies that Candace is still posturing. And notice that Candace never addressed Tracy Martin and Graham Allen having that conversation where she answered a lot of these questions. So why are you still bringing these up as if they've never been addressed, as if they've never been, never been addressed? I wonder why she's doing that. Or maybe she just thinks her audience is just dumb like she is, that she's not going to do any research, and she knows they're not going to do any research. They're not going to sit down and actually watch an interview where Tracy Martin actually addressed this. This has got to be crazy work, man. This is some crazy work.
when giving an interview about United Hands, Erica mentioned that the Romanian orphans did not trust the woman that was running it. I want you to take a listen to what Erica says about this woman who's running United Hands. Take a listen.
The Black Sea Rotational Force Base got moved to Norway in 2018. And for the past, I want to say 8 to 9 months, maybe even 10, the woman that is the boots on the ground in Romania for United Hands Romania Association, the head of that lives in Ohio. She has all of these backpacks and back to school supplies and all of these different things for the kids that she wants to send over there. And our contact, who was at the base in Constancia, is no longer there. And the people who are there don't trust her because they don't have a connection to her. And so I have literally been praying to figure out how to get a hold of someone at that base to be able to be like, hey, we're going to be shipping in, because I use a different shipping company to get there. I never use the militaries.
The kids don't trust an adult woman to give them presents. Again, that flagged me as very odd. Children not trusting a woman, so much so that they don't want to accept gifts from her. Nope.
So the logical question is, why are the children receiving gifts? Why are the children receiving gifts? Why are the children from Romania not sending children in College Park, Georgia, gifts? Usually and probably because they're a war-torn country in Romania. They're in flux. They have some kind of issue going on. So is it okay for them to be like, hey, this is a person that's not Romanian, and maybe they're a little bit sheepish of the person? Is that too much? Like, what are you talking about, Candace? This is just dumb. And I don't think that's really truly what she said either, truth be told. I don't think so. But let's go. Let's finish up.
Nope. Been around. Have 4 kids. Have a lot of toddlers around. It's not right. I've heard of shy kids that need to warm up to strangers, right? But what Erica is describing there is a woman that has been involved with the organization for over a decade. She's been involved with this orphanage for over a decade. That signals to me that the kids know something about her. There's a reason they don't trust her, even when she is holding gifts. That was my gut instinct. So I went to investigate who that woman was and was gratefully sent an article by Romanians. Thank you guys so much for the work that you've done here. This article was published in 2017. And I'll show you first and foremost that Erica discusses her partnership. The woman's name is Renee Crossman. Okay. She thanks her in this article. The quote reads, "We have formed a partnership with the Antonio Placement Center in Constanta. And as we promised, we are doing everything possible to take this friendship further for the benefit."
What does this actually have to do with Charlie Kirk? What does this really have to do? What does this have to do with anything? not even trying to be funny, but like, what does this have to do with anything? I mean, they're orphans. I mean, good gravy. It doesn't have anything. Like, what does this have to do with anything? And the fact that Cantifa is going to sit there and treat this like this is, filet mignon when it's really not. It's crazy work. This is insane. I did not miss this at all.
Of Romanian children. We fell in love with these children and with the idea of repeated help over time. So we included this action in our list of international initiatives. I am happy to collaborate with United Hands Romania Association and Renee Crossman, the president of this organization, but also with the representatives of the Antonio Placement Center. Okay. She says, truly thank you to the many Romanians who sent, I'm sorry, that's me. So like I said, you guys, thank you very much for sending me all of those articles. And it allowed me to look further into this Renee Crossman and what her background is, and a clue as to why maybe the children don't trust her. Vulnerable children don't trust Renee. It might be because Renee is a member of a cult. You may have heard of this cult. It used to be known as Children of God. Yeah, there are documentaries which are dedicated to discussing the Children of God cult. And I'm going to tell you about Children of God. Actually, I'm going to read you verbatim words written by a Romanian investigative team, because this is going to sound familiar to you. This investigative team in Romania began looking into United Hands, began looking into Renee Crossman and the religious sect that she came from, the Children of God, which is now referred to as the family. It was founded by evangelist David Berg, born in California in 1919. The article tells us Berg had a very turbulent life, one that included incestuous sexual relations with a cousin, and even one of his daughters, Faithy, whom he made into a sexual partner when she reached the age of 12. Around 1970, Berg began aggressive proselytizing, especially among young hippies, whom he convinced to leave their jobs, give up education, family, and all material possessions in order to join the Children of God. In the United States and Canada, as well as in London and other major cities of Europe, Australia, Latin America, Berg was in the habit of finding justifications for sins through prophetic words, arrogantly proclaiming himself to be God's prophet for the end times, making known God's word for today, taking verses and examples from scripture and out of context in an attempt to validate his new doctrines. Berg instructed the Children of God to spread throughout the world, first in Europe in 1971, and later to reach every continent by the mid-1970s. The Children of God began calling themselves the family of love. Sexual excesses inevitably led to child sex. Faithful to his personal history, Berg claimed that incest and sex involving minors were permitted. And thus soon, a series of cases appeared of mothers and fathers becoming sexually intimate with their sons and daughters.
I'm going to skip this. Children. This is ridiculous. This is gross. I'm sorry. I'm just going to skip. I don't care. This is ridiculous. This woman is actually repeating this. She's a mother herself of children, and she's talking about this like we're talking about, getting 12 donuts to take to the office tomorrow to put in the break room. This woman is demonic. My name is Jason. I'm just going to ignore that. That's ridiculous. Like, how are you talking about that and making that about anything? That's wicked, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. There's just no way that's just wicked. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Jennifer says this with the 5. Thank you for being a blessing. You are a blessing. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all for that. And by the way, I'm not rage quitting the show. I'm just taking a break from that. Again, hearing her voice, when I've detoxed my ears from her, it's actually kind of painful to hear her now. Slayer says this with the 5. Not financing a movement that no longer supports what you believe in is your right to freedom of association. It doesn't have to be spiteful or entitled. Shout out to Slayer. And you're 1,000% correct. You're right on the button. And I appreciate it, though. Thank you so much for the love of Jesus with the 2. I have a feeling everything will be all right. No, you are correct. Everything will be all right because Christ is still ruling and reigning. Thank you so much, Doctor. With the 10 says this: keep fighting Scamdis and the rest of our chaos agents, which is very true. The only way to combat the dark of deceit is to drag it into the light of truth. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so very much. What do you say here? Evie says this with the 2. Nothing. No question, no comment. Just pure love of the game. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. What do you got here? Greg says this with the 5. She's attacking Trump because because he appointed Erica to a board. That is a good point. I mean, I kind of wonder why he did it, but I haven't dug deep into it. But I think you're right on the button. Olive says this with the 2. Girl, go be a mom or something. There's so many things she could be doing besides this. But she just, the fact that she finds this vital and must do is crazy work. That's crazy work. Shout out to For the Love of Jesus again with the 2. I'm tired of watching her. Her voice is like chalk. I agree with you 100%. It's I don't miss her at all. She is a nasty piece of work, but she is okay being buddies with the Tate brothers. I mean, and the Tate brothers themselves had confessed to doing far worse things than what she's talking about. Candace Owens is not going to be ignored, Dan. Vibes. Wait. What is that one? Not going to be ignored? What do you mean? Thank you again, Olive with the 5. The vein on the side of her head is working overtime. It probably is, man. That woman is something else. Y'all, shout out to, again, thank you so much for the very kind Lady Jones with the 2. I've missed you, Jason. You always make me laugh. Well, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I don't want to do this anymore. I really don't. Erica made Charlie a sandwich, apparently, while being the apex of strong, independent woman. Candace Owens can't wrap her brain around it while making it more obvious each show. Thank you, Mike, for the 10. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel, what we're doing over here. All right, y'all. We got to keep this going. We got to get done. Yeah, my New Year's resolution is to not rage quit. So let's go. Thank y'all so much. Green hearts in the chat when y'all can hear. Let's go.
Upbringing. Take a listen. In 1976, David Berg introduced flirty fishing, which encouraged female members to show God's love through sexual relationships with potential converts. As for young girls like Christina, she says they were encouraged to engage in what Berg called sexual sharing.
Father David had sent out a letter to everybody and said that children should be shown how to have sex. And an adult couple came and got me in the night and showed me how to have sex.
Nope. I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. Y'all can kick rocks. I'm not watching that foolishness. What the heck's wrong with you? What is wrong? Like, come on, y'all. You could be a Cantifa supporter in the chat. Y'all should have got up here to the front of the church anyway. Y'all know y'all supposed to be sitting up in the front of the church. How in the world do you square this peg that what she's talking about is being talked about by a woman who professes to be a Christian, a Catholic? How do y'all square that peg, man? How do y'all do that? That's crazy work. I'm skipping that. I'm sorry. That's just gross. I'm sorry.
Now, the U.S. Marines that she partnered with were going to be accused of wrongdoing. They're going to be accused of prostituting children. But Renee Crossman herself has not been accused of anything. And she says she defends the cult, which was subsequently instructed to disperse and hide themselves in the world of nonprofit, according to the investigative piece. Are we to believe the U.S. Marines didn't catch that in a background check on Renee Crossman? She's an American. I would imagine there was a background check involved in that. Like I said, everything and everyone around Erica, just not Erica. Why is it that everything about Turning Point right now reminds me of a religious cult, right? The way Erica speaks, her mannerism.
Remember then, that was while Charlie was there. Remember, I'm telling you, she's creating a picture where Charlie Kirk is not the person that we know. The Charlie Kirk you saw on stage was a different Charlie Kirk. So now this Charlie Kirk is not dialed in enough to know that he's surrounded by a religious cult. That's what she's saying. So when she comes off later on and starts attacking Charlie Kirk, you're going to understand why. You'll be like, oh, that's what she was doing. Remember this. This woman is.
Her inflection, her saying Turning Point is her family. That's what they call themselves, a family. This is my family. What? Are
So
you a
nobody's
CEO
ever
or
said
are you
that
not
before?
a CEO? Her choosing to have Stacy, the chief fundraiser over there at her side, rather than her biological family members after her husband was assassinated, that's proof that she does believe it is her family. Nothing was weird to her. This is my family. Her defense of sexual deviant Tyler Boyer. How do these people know each other? The way in which they are trying to seed the.
Where does she keep getting this from? Tyler Boyer has discussed this, and she just ignores it and just keeps saying it like it's fact. Like, where does she get this from, y'all? Like, this is some crazy work. I don't understand at what point, because again, they've already sent her a cease and desist. So at what point does this actually run its course? I don't know. This is some crazy work. All right, let's rock.
Public and convince the public that this is what God wanted. God ordained this. Erica is so godly. She cannot even get a sentence out without saying the Lord. And I'm going to be honest, it creeps me out. The whispering creeps me out. It does not fill me with any sense of light. In fact, it fills me with quite the opposite. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I am watching a religious cult try to indoctrinate the masses. I felt like Charlie's entire assassination was a cult. as I presented to you. Like, it was a cult and it was meant
What are you
to
talking
hypnotize
about?
the world. I mean, the whispering. Let's go back and actually watch this clip of Erica on Jesse Waters when I say I'm speaking about the way she whispers makes me uncomfortable. Take a listen.
And I truly believe that if the Lord, which this does not happen, but if the Lord gave him an option to return back to earth, and if the Lord said, this is what your death is going to be the catalyst for, do you want to go back and exchange it? He'd say no. Wow. He'd say no.
Was he whispering?
Really? He'd say no.
Maybe he would. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't want to come back. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we? I hate these hypotheticals. Like, what are we doing?
You want his kids to grow up alone. Again, this is a part of brainwashing. It's brainwashing tactics for a cult. That's how I feel. Okay?
It's funny because that's all you read is brainwash tactics about cults, and now you are finding this in the most serious, the most ridiculous places. Whose fault is that? That's yours, because you've filled your heart with this concept of brainwashing and MK Ultra and mind control and all this. That's why you find it everywhere, because you've attached your mind to it and filled your heart full of it. This is wild work, y'all.
I have a right to feel that Turning Point has turned into something else. I feel it was infiltrated. I feel Erica is very obviously taking it in a direction that makes me uncomfortable. Everything we see about her background and the manner in which she was raised screams fraud to me. She lies pathologically as if she herself was brainwashed, as if she doesn't know that she's lying. It should tell you that something is not right here. And now we have to go max for Charlie. That's how I feel. We need to go max for Charlie, because when I look at all the players on the board, when I look at her relationship with Trump, when I look at the way that they are continuing to defend her and to try to tell us that she must be accepted, no, it screams at me just the opposite. And when we get back, we're going to be releasing the remaining photos and the video evidence that we have from September 10th.
Now, remember,
Right,
she
guys,
just told us,
for a while, then you know how
she just told us that the assassination of Charlie Kirk was a ritual. They cast a spell on people, right? That's what she said. But then her solution is to go and, whoa, hold on. Wait. So now she's peddling a nicotine product. This woman is something else. Did y'all know this? Like, Candace is peddling a nicotine product. You know, I know people, content creators that chew smokeless tobacco, but wait, so now she's peddling this. Oh, interesting. And isn't this didn't Tucker Carlson have a brand of this at the Christmas party? I thought so. That is some wild work, y'all. All right. So apparently them wanting to, like I said, everything she does, you have to really consider, is she projecting her own issue? Like, that's just it. So as we're looking here, she said that watching the Charlie Kirk video was a ritual. They cast a spell on people. Then why are you playing it? And she's the one that said that she's watched it hundreds of times, back and forth, over and over and over again, frame by frame, I think she even said. That's crazy work. Now, wouldn't this also be some form of, wouldn't this be evidence? How are you playing evidence that would be in the trial of Tyler Robinson? If this is really what she says it is, I might skip this too.
So why today? Why now? Well, it's been 6 months, and I frankly think we all feel pretty confident that Turning Point is some sort of a brand hostile takeover going, at the very least, right? Zionists are in there. They didn't kill him, but they are going to now force people that Charlie didn't like at the helm of this company, right? They're going to defend those individuals. And I think we are very much entitled to that opinion, that something's not right. In the beginning, I was not sure about Erica. But maybe she is dealing with a lot behind the scenes, trying to figure out where the snakes are. I do not feel that way today about Erica. I now feel her motives are impure. And that's putting it lightly. I now know for a fact she is dishonest. Her background, pathological lies all throughout it. And so the internet must have everything, because the people that should be defending Charlie are not. No, they're not defending Charlie at all. They are going around actually trying to spread this Fed slop and trying to guilt us and trying to tell us that we're demonic for recognizing that something we were forced to all, I guess, not partake, but look at what was an occult ceremony. I believe that.
So it's an occult ceremony. So you're about to show us let me back that up. So it was an occult ceremony. That's fine. I don't think we should be watching a snuff film. So you're going to play it because why? If you're saying it's an occult ceremony, why are you playing it then? What are we doing here?
And trying to tell us that we're demonic for recognizing that something we were forced to all, I guess, not partake, but look at what was an occult ceremony. I believe Charlie's death, the setting of it, everything was planned down to the T. I believe he was sacrificed. Okay. So we want to share all the evidence that we have so that the people that I bet Charlie wishes he was friends with, the YouTubers that have spent time on this, people that have put things together to try to figure out what did happen on that day. I bet he wishes those were his associates and not the people that he spent so much time building up. All right, so first let us begin with the photos inside the van. We had only showed one. I'm going to show you this one here so that you guys can take this. Here is a closer bit. I do want to point out that it does very much look to me like there is some sort of shattered glass in the back. I know some people think that this could be a part of his mic that he had on him. And so I
That's because
just want to say that I do see that
idiots.
all across the back seat, which is interesting. And I know some people are working, Baron Coleman being one of them, working on trying to examine why they told the story about how Brian Harpole was hanging out of the SUV, which wasn't the circumstance when they pulled out. So it's a bit confusing. Hopefully this helps. Here is another photo, and I should have said viewer discretion advised. They had told us this story about how they had so much gauze and so much and all this stuff. We were able to find basically what you see in the corner there that kind of looks like a UPS ticket, like a UPS, yeah, I guess you could say a UPS package ticket. What that is actually Instaclot, and which is essentially instant gauze, and there's just one on the floor. So unless he opened one and then put the rest of the packaging in his bag, which would be unusual, there's only one on the floor there that we could see. Hopefully, again, having looked through these photos and taking a look.
The fact that this woman really thinks, oh, this is a smoking gun. We only found one packet of Instagauze in the truck, which, by the way, you still haven't convinced me that this is the actual truck. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start. I don't believe this is the truck. Prove it. Prove that this is the truck. That would be a biohazard. So they wouldn't have just cleaned that and sold that. That's a biohazard. That has to be cleaned a certain way. I don't believe that that's true. But even more than that, who cares? Let's say it is a truck. There's one piece of gauze right there. Is that the only place that is it? Did you get a video of the whole car? Do you have the ground outside the car, the trunk, the front? Is that the only place? Like the fact that you think, again, Cantifa, shout out to y'all, because you all are proving just how much of an idiot this woman can make you out to be. This is your evidence. Well, we didn't see 15 packets of Instagauze. So therefore, what? Therefore what? Finish the sentence. Therefore what?
Around if you are one of the people, and this is another side angle, if you are one of the people that has been working on this story, you can, hopefully I'll just see you in the online universe and I can share these photos with you because again, this now feels important and I don't trust, I have no understanding as to why Turning Point USA would not share every piece of footage they have. Obviously, the feds are not telling us the truth. And also, Kash Patel has been caught lying. I don't understand how Kash Patel is still in office, but I guess everyone is just, if you lie for the right people, which seems to be always be Israel, then you will be protected. Even if you rape people, which we've just learned, you will be protected somehow, redacted at the very least. Now we're going to get into this video. This is a long video. I told you guys how this happened, how I came about this. At the beginning, I didn't suspect anything with Turning Point. Obviously, that all changed after I had a phone call with Terrell. I recognized he was acting very strange on the phone, lying, saying he didn't know how to send a file. I was genuinely reaching out to him because I thought I could help clear his name because people thought he was suspicious for taking down the camera. And I thought he was going to give me a perfectly reasonable reason as to why he did that. Like, oh, I was just instructed by the Fed or something to do that. And I was nervous. Nope. Just excuse after excuse. And I didn't understand why there would be any reason he was lying, saying he didn't know how to send a file, but you run an audiovisual company, Terrell Farnsworth. Now I've learned about his dad and his uncles and his cousins and their relationship with Lori Franzfey dating back to 2013. And it's all not looking good. None of this is looking good. Anyway, let's get to some of this video now. We're going to scrub through this, but we'll show you. Let's get to the first few minutes of this, and then I'm going to show you some other parts. Remember, I'm on screen record here, so you can get to this. And by the way, I think at some point they said they didn't have the footage. They have the footage.
No,
okay?
no.
Terrell was at his office when he showed me this. And
I'm sorry, y'all. No,
here we go.
that's okay. No, we're good. We're good, my guys and gals. There's no way we're gonna watch that. Sorry. This woman is evil. I'm sorry. I'm not watching that. I mean, literally, no, she's there's something wrong with you spiritually. If you have to bring this up and have to show this, dog, why is she still? And she shows it a lot too. Man, this woman is evil. I'm just gonna jump to the end. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. That's nasty work, y'all. I'm sorry. That's not even crazy work. That's not even crazy work. That's nasty work. Yo, that is some man. Wow. Okay. Shout out to the people that support Candace. This is your person, y'all. Shout out to the people that support Candace. That's crazy work, y'all. What does showing that to just the masses? Yeah, somebody just said it right here. She's trying to hurt Erica. Yeah. She's doing it to hurt Erica. That's crazy work, y'all. That's nasty work, y'all. All right, we're gonna move on. Yeah, whatever.
And because our officials, the feds, politicians, they failed us. They have been so dishonest. This has been the year of really seeing how it really operates inside of DC. Everyone is disgusting left and right. And obviously there are a few exceptions, but altogether it is just.
She did. Yo, she did actually show the video. So yeah, she showed the video. The video. She showed it. I don't know. And again, this is evidence that would be on, like, I'm glad I didn't show it. Like, this is evidence. Like, yo, YouTube, how are y'all allowing this to happen? Like, she's playing the video. Yeah, I mean, you see it. That's gross, man. I mean, that's wild work, y'all. That's insane. Yo, that's some crazy work, y'all.
A place of filth, DC. It's a place of filth. I really do believe that they have to sell themselves and sell their souls, and they all are just going.
Because you
they're
didn't
comfortable, have
sell your
underneath
soul.
their bed and like, yeah, I'm going to go to hell, but I don't know. Maybe they
Right.
think they're gonna come back from hell. I don't know what these people think. I know the occult, people that worship the occult believe in reincarnation, and so all they care about, since they know that they have no access to heaven, is making sure that they are princes of this world, so to speak. And they do worship all, and there's a lot of occult practice and worship. And it
Ma'am, you believe in purgatory. Ma'am.
comes up as different names. It's Frankism, it's Sabbatianism, it's child of God. But really what is manifesting is the same ideology sort of redressing itself as something else, and inevitably children are harmed. That's what it is. And look, as even more evidence of Turning Point having reversed course on Charlie's perspectives, look no further than what's going on with Thomas Massey. Like I said, he pushed for the Epstein files to be released, and so Trump is really angry at him and is stumping, and he wants to make sure he gets prior.
Y'all, okay. Y'all, I know. You know what? I'm sorry. Y'all are like, look, Jason, look, we came over here to watch the show, man. We came to watch the show, and I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do this. I can't. That woman is. I'm sorry. This is some wicked, some evilness that I've never seen before. I'm still stunned that she literally played that video, and she played it a couple times. So I was scrubbing through to get past it, and I'm actually floored. Do y'all need me to sit on the floor? I'm gonna sit on the floor. I'm floored at just what I just saw. That's crazy work. I'm sorry. I'm done. Yes, I am rage quitting the show out of an abundance of caution. That's just there's no way. And I'm okay with Cantifa making fun of it or mocking me or whatever like that. The fact that you would watch it says a lot more about you than me not watching it says about me. So you know what? My name is Jason, jwitt at jwitt.com. I'm not watching that. I'm done. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just, I'm just, the reason I don't watch Cantifa anymore, the reason I stopped watching it is for exactly this. So I got to do the right thing. This is just, I'm still like, I'm actually like shocked that I just saw that. Like, yo, like for real? I didn't even know Charlie like that. And you profess to be his friend, and you were okay with that? Like, that's just crazy work, y'all. I quit. Shout out to the best live chat on the internet. Yeah, I'm quitting. So y'all can, oh, Jason, rage quit. Absolutely. I just can't do that. I didn't even know Charlie like that. I wouldn't watch anybody getting assassinated like that. I wouldn't want to watch that. What in the world's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? I can understand if it was played on the news and you don't have like a choice. You're sitting in the airport and it's on the news. I got you. That would be different. But you made the active choice. You used your free will to put that on screen and played it and slowed it down several times. Candace Owens she's next level wicked. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that. She can get upset about me calling her demonic, wicked, evil, demonic, vile, satanistic, whatever term I can come up with. As I come up with more, I'll say them more. Like, ma'am, no, ma'am. Shout out to Ruben up in the building. Why don't you look up John Yep, CEO of Catholics for Catholics? Really? What's that? And where Candace Owens is speaking. He did his seminary at Legion of Christ, which is founded by Marcel. Look it up. Look up his name. Okay. Well, thank you for the 10, Ruben. You know I'll do it. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, brother. Wow. Lila Rose. My Lila Rose is up in the building with the 13.99 Canadian, says this. Per Chat GPT, what Candace is saying about Erica is unverified. Chat GPT can't even find anything about Renee Crossman. Neither can Google. Candace just makes stuff up. Look, I use Chat GPT all the time with a grain of salt. I recognize that it could be wrong. But to your point, you should be able to find some kind of corroborating evidence, a LinkedIn profile or a Google search or a Facebook post, something like that to corroborate it. And if you can't do that, then why are you posting it? That's the thing. Like Candace's people will post something unverified facts all the time and twice on Sunday. Shout out to SD Dog. Remember for a month says this. Pretty sure all the other quick clots were in Charlie's womb. But what do I know? Right? Like, why? So the whole shebang that Brian Harpo wasn't telling the truth because you didn't see the packaging on the floor of the truck. How do we even know that's the truck? How do you know that? What if somebody else had what if, again, I challenge it. You haven't proven that that's the truck. I don't know. Do you? How do you know? Texas Bully Mom with the 5 says this. Did y'all know that YouTube took down Barron's video last night because it was reported for harassment and bullying, but back up now? But let's hope hers is taken down. Yo, YouTube $5. Thank you so much for that. YouTube is so grimy about that. They'll take it down and then because what'll happen is I'll get an email or the content creator will get an email and then they have to push back and they'll do a review of it. And most of the time they'll give it back to you or they'll remonetize it, whatever like that. So the hope that they'll take down Candace content, I don't hold my breath. I don't hold my breath. Just like shout out to Natalie. She did that a video on X showing how she reached out to some of Candace's advertisers. And they basically said in those short terms, Candace brings us money. We're going to leave her alone. That's basically what they said. Candace brings YouTube money. I mean, Candace brings it to them. So there's no reason, I hate to say it, they have no incentive to do the right thing. None whatsoever. Captain Jack's up in the house. Thank you so much for the 10. She says this, I would pay money if someone would please post the text from Candace about how much she hates Charlie. We all need to pray that this woman either rebukes Satan or finds Jesus. This is true evil. Look, I appreciate the 10. Thank you so much. Captain Jax has been a fantastic supporter of the channel for a long time. I'm going to be honest with you, girl. This is in God's hands at this point. I don't know another way to say it. Again, not nihilist, but there's no way. I don't think anything's going to change her. I mean, she's gotten cease and desist. She's being sued. I'm sure there's other legal things going on in the background that we don't know about. She's been fired from jobs and it's such of that nature, and she still keeps going. Captain Jackson dropped 10 memberships though. Shout out. If y'all got a membership from Captain Jax, please make sure you say thank you. She's been a blessing to this team for a while. So again, thank you so much for supporting and doing that. Captain Jax. Phantom said this with the 2. I voted no. She's crazy, demonic, and a crackhead. I mean, that $2 crack. Good night, man. SD Dog with the 5. Thank you, Jason. I saw the video once, 3 days, and it happened. Oh, I mean, you mean the day it happened, and that was one time too many. Lord continue to bless his wife and children. Shout out for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. It's just what in the world are we doing? What are we doing, people? And again, I know I'm like, I haven't been doing the Candace stuff for a while. I come back and then I rage quit, right? I know I let y'all down. I let y'all down. I apologize. We got to find some way to clean the palate. We got to. We got to clean the palate because that is some grade A shenanigans. Yo, this is evil what he just said this. I'm not saying you're evil. I'm sorry, John. But you're right. She enjoyed it, man. Like she's doing that with joy. She's doing that with excitement. Watching your friend be deleted. And she's doing it with joy. That's crazy work, y'all. Because I guarantee you, if I had played that video, my video would have been taken down. I promise you. That's how bad it was. That was just, that's some next level. Like, oh man, I don't hate nobody like that. I don't hate anybody that bad. I just don't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Texas Bully Mom, we're glad to have you back. I know what I know why I stopped doing Candace content now. I do know why. I know exactly why. She just reminded me right. I've never seen somebody get excited about that. That was crazy work, y'all. That's some crazy, nasty work for sure. Like she was excited to watch that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like what your heart is, why is your heart okay with that? That's crazy. It was written all over her face. Absolutely. Okay, y'all, we're gonna clean the palate. Yes, I heard your request. I have a fun body cam. We were gonna watch it tomorrow when I have Fit Lawyer ATL come on and talk about body cam footage. We're just gonna be doing body cam bingo tomorrow. This one right here, I think will be fun. You may have heard about it, but it's the woman that crashes into a building. I have to admit, I've never seen this before. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I've watched a lot of body cam. Your boy watches a lot of body cam. Okay. I watch a lot of body cam, y'all. And we've shifted gears so we can all laugh. Everybody key, green hearts in the chat because we're moving on from Candace. We're done. We're done. I'm going to probably change the name of this channel. Name of this video. And we're moving on from it. Anyway, this is the woman that crashes into an Ulta beauty supply. It is the craziest story. Let's go. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear.
Crashed into Ulta, crashed into Ulta.
Hey, what's your asking? Just stop.
Royal Oak officers initiated a traffic stop after spotting a white SUV driving along active railroad tracks. Deputies pulled the vehicle over and approached the driver to investigate. As officers reached the SUV, they observed an open container of alcohol inside. While deputies were still conducting the stop, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled, triggering a pursuit through city streets. What happens next is not something officers or most drivers see every day.
From 7, that vehicle's taken off. It's going northbound Washington through the red light. Speeds of 56 and increasing. Still northbound Washington, just past University. Vehicle's braking for the red light. Starting into the middle school right now. Vehicle's still traveling about 35 miles an hour. It's going through the stop signs. Westbound Farnham, 56 miles an hour. Still westbound Farnham. Went straight to the stop sign. Passenger door is open. Still westbound Farnham through Lockwood, 54 miles an hour. Vehicle almost ran through a whole leaf pop. Still westbound Farnham, Maple Grove. Southbound Oak Ridge. She's at a dead end.
Ain't no dead end for her.
She cut through a cider right now.
My girl said a dead end is a suggestion. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. I've never seen this before. This is my first time ever seeing this. And I've seen a lot of them. This is just crazy. Let's go.
She just crashed into Alta.
Okay, I want to point out something also. When people say that police officers are quick on the draw and police officers are deleting people of color all the time, look at this. This is a black woman. She done led them on a chase. She done crashed into a building. And watch this. And you tell me, I mean, they got the weapons on her. They could, and they would probably have been justified in doing so. But just watch. This just flies in the face of the narratives that we hear all the time. Oh, they're just killing black people everywhere. What are you talking about? Like, this chick is in an Alta and she's going to be driving around in the store in a second. Look at this. No, nobody shot. She's still alive. Yo, this is crazy. Man, she is tearing that building apart. And she is driving in the store, y'all. What is going on here? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Yeah, this is some GTA. That's right. This is some Grand Theft Auto, right?
Hey, I'm putting spikes in front of that door.
Oh, man, just get it in there. Let's go.
Oh, look out.
She wanted to talk to management. Look.
Go. All the way up to the doors. All right, there, stop. Now get out.
Yo.
Hey, get everybody behind me.
Alta has a drive-through.
Come back. You're good.
Okay, I approve of all Alta has a drive-through puns. I see somebody say that somebody said that she wouldn't. This is GTA. Where is she trying to go? Somebody said that they would give her a refund. This is the crazy. I've never seen this before. I've seen a lot of body cam. I've never seen somebody do this ever in the history of ever. I mean, I guess the only thing that's like saving grace, like she didn't go to like a Sam's Club, because you could probably get through a Sam's Club with your car, right? This is craziness, y'all. Oh my gosh.
That's Berkeley. Keep coming. You're good. Just watch that car on the left. Turn the car off. Passenger still in the vehicle?
No, inside the car.
Passenger in the
store.
There's a passenger inside the store?
Yes, he got on the car.
Where's he at?
Breaching tools?
He had to go shopping.
Hey, Logan, grab the breaching tool out of the pickup truck. Let's get this door. She's going to be stopped. Hold on, watch your spikes at your feet. All right, just watch it. Idiot, stop. No, no, she's stuck too.
This is great.
Literally, you want to push in?
I approve of all.
They're doing the passenger right now. Hold on. I just tried. Hey, where's your ass?
Why didn't you just go through the hole that she made?
Man, I don't want to get all the way fucking in there. Here, I'll do the last. Pull up. Man, stop. Just stop. No, I'm with you. Well, I don't want to go. I don't want to get stuck in there.
Imagine having to call corporate. Yeah, hi, this is Jay Witt over at the Alta over at Whitaker Park. Yeah. We just had a Kia Sorento crash into our building, and the lady was driving around and she tore up the front of the store, the side of the store, and yeah, that's what happened. Can you imagine this conversation? I want every piece of conversation about this. I want corporate, I want the managers, I want the interrogation, I want the body cam, I want everything. This has got to be the craziest story we ever heard. And then the board of directors like, hey, I got this idea. Why don't we have like a drive-through for Alta? Imagine if they had just said that and then this happened. This is the craziest thing. Okay, we're almost done.
Man,
Chica, get out of the car. Señorita.
hey. All right, back this up. Back this up just a little bit because we got to pull this door open. I don't want to be stuck in there. Just a little bit. Stop.
Why don't you go behind her, man? It's like,
What the hell? All right. Stop. Watch the spike, guys. Just stop. Just chill. Okay?
He told me not to do nothing.
Okay,
He told me not to do nothing.
Just
I'm
stop.
sorry.
I told you not to do nothing.
Okay.
Chill. Just chill.
He told me not to do nothing.
Come on, get on the ground. We got it. Yep. Okay. Walk her out. Watch those spikes. Move the spikes. Raise the bar.
Police later confirmed there was also a male passenger inside the SUV at the time of the incident. He was taken into custody along with the woman. According to court records, the woman has been charged with 8 felony counts, including fleeing and eluding police, second offense operating while intoxicated, assaulting and resisting officers, 2 counts of felonious assault, and multiple counts of malicious destruction of property. Cases like this show how quickly a suspected impaired driving stop can spiral into serious felony charges with long-term consequences. If you appreciate real, unfiltered police body cam footage and factual case breakdowns, subscribe to Body Cam Stories. And if you want to directly support the work behind these videos, including public records requests and in-depth research, consider becoming a channel member. Your support helps us continue bringing you real cases without sensationalism.
I'm sorry. That was, again, I've seen a lot of body cam. Way more than the FDA probably recommends people watch. That is the craziest one I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like that before, though. I've seen a lot, but I've never seen that. All right. So we gotta, I need a sovereign citizen, man. I need to clean my palate with a sovereign citizen. I need that. Shout out to the best live chat. Poor Alta, right, man. They was having a doorbuster sale. They didn't even know it. Shout out to SC Dog says this. Just reported Candace with this comment. Candace Owens played the video of Charlie Kirk's assassination in slow motion several times. It's both violent and repulsive. Shout out, y'all. Make sure y'all cut and paste this, and it's in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna make this the pin comment. I'll make this the pin comment. Shout out to SC Dog. Thank you so much for your support. You've been a supporter of the channel as well for a long time. Thank you so much. I'm gonna make that the pinned comment. Oh, I can't pin it. It won't allow me to pin it. Why won't it allow me to pin it? Interesting. All right, I was going to pin it. I put a heart pie. How about that? Y'all make sure y'all look at it. Do what you want to do with that. Do what you're supposed to do with that. Or matter of fact, if the moderators, that's what I'll do. I'll grab it and take it out. I'll just put it in there and I'll make it a pinned comment. There we go. That's what we'll do. I just pinned it and I'm going to pin it to the top and then y'all do what y'all do with that. I'm not saying that you should do anything. Just it's there. It's available to you. Her intentional Valley Girl vocal fry is obnoxious. Thank you so much, Andre, with the 2. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And then lastly, Jay says this with the 5. Thank you for quitting, Candace. Oh, slop, 100% poison. Yeah, that was definitely not what I expected to see coming back. When we had the conversation this morning, I was like, hey, we'll do a little Candace conspiracy. I wasn't expecting that. I was not ready for that. I wasn't. Shout out to y'all. Let's go ahead and get is this a sovereign? I think this guy's a sovereign citizen. I'm pretty sure of it. I like sovereign citizens. They crack me up. I mean, I want another building crash, man. All right. Shout out to the best live chat on the internet. We're just having fun tonight. We were going to watch Candaspiracy. I didn't expect it to be long, but now I need you know what I need? I know exactly what I need that'll make my life better. I know exactly what it is. I hear y'all. I hear what y'all want. I hear the people, man. Y'all don't know that over here at the J-Wit podcast, we listen to what the people ask for and we try to give the people what they want. Yeah, we try to give them what they want because that's what hold on. I'm trying to find your boy. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this video. We're gonna do this one real quick. Because I can't find the one I'm looking for. Because y'all know what I want. This is what I need. This is what we need. We need to get some of this good laughter in here. We need to get some laughter in here.
Girl, you going to jail. Said you going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. You're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight.
All right, there we go. Hey, shout out to whoever is in Vegas. If y'all know that guy, we need to get some. If you know that guy, I need to get him on here. I need to get him on there. I need him. I need to get that. I need to get him on here. We need to give him some shine. If you have access to King Trot or King Tot or Trot, I'm gonna find it real quick. We need to get him on the channel. We got to get him on the channel. All right. This guy is he's a little bit inebriated. He's a little bit under the influence, shall we say. Let's bring him in. Everybody, green hearts in the chat you can hear.
All right,
whoa.
we're done.
North Dakota.
Edward Henry Tom. We got a Bacardi there on the floorboard. Looks like it's empty. Hey there, State Patrol. How are you doing? How are you doing, man?
Okay.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we in park here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on today, man?
Sitting here.
What was that?
I'm just sitting here.
Okay. All right. Hey, why don't you hop out here for me? We'll make sure you get some help here today, okay?
I do get help.
What was that?
I do get help.
Okay, perfect. I just need you to step out here for me, though, okay? Go ahead and take your seatbelt off for me.
Why are you making it that much harder?
I'm Nate, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had some concerns calls about you here driving, and I see you're just kind of passed out here. Just want to make sure you're okay.
Passed out.
Okay. Why don't you step out here for me? We'll get some stuff figured out here, okay? What was your name, man? Is this your vehicle? Yeah. Just trying to get home?
Well, I know where I'm going.
Okay. Just headed home or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's home? You headed to Bismarck? Okay. All right. I didn't catch your first name, man. Like I said, I'm Nate.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
What was yours? What was your name, man? I do need you to step out though here for me, okay?
Where do you want me to step out? I don't want to step out anymore.
No, we gotta get out of the car, man. You gotta come hang out with me here. So
hang out with me is crazy.
Did you have a question or something, or? What was that?
Yeah.
What was that? What's your question?
Well, I don't get. I pulled over. I put on my hazards and everything.
Yeah. Well, what I'm concerned about is I believe that you're intoxicated right now, man. You're impaired. Okay. Well, there's barf on the floor. You got the open container. You smell like alcohol. You're passed out at the wheel. We got driving complaints on you here today. I'm hoping that you can just work with me here today. Can you please step out of the car? That's why we're still having the conversation, and I'm not walking away. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was that? Okay. Do I have to remove you from the vehicle, or can you step out for me?
I'll step out for you, but I don't want you to do what you're going to do.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I get it. Here, why don't you step out here for me, okay? The reason I'm asking you out is I believe that you're impaired. I like to do a few tests to make sure you're not at all. Are you willing to do any tests for me today?
No.
What was that?
I'm not willing not to.
Okay. Cleveland 286. Cleveland 286. Can you roll me another unit here? Everything's 10-2 at the moment.
See?
So right now you're under arrest for DUI. I need you to step out.
I'm not doing anything.
Requesting an additional officer to assist 286 at mile marker 233 I-94.
You're under arrest. You need to step out.
Non-emergent.
You're under arrest
You
for
better get out of
DUI.
there.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Cleveland 286, one male 1083, uncooperative at the moment.
Yeah, I am that cooperative. I am literally not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything.
Hey man, like I said,
I am not doing anything.
negative. We're 10-2 at the moment. Can you just
I
note
am
that 1083
not
time,
doing
please?
anything. I am literally not doing anything. That's exactly why I'm sitting here.
Man, get up out of this car, man.
What
I am
can we do?
literally not doing anything.
Yeah. Hey man,
That's exactly
can we-
why I'm parked here.
okay. Can we roll some things back here for a second?
No, there's nothing to roll back. You can
All
try
right.
to
I need you to out of the vehicle though. That's where we're getting at. You are under arrest for DUI today.
For what? For not doing anything?
For
doing a
under
whole bunch
arrest
of
for
things.
DUI, driving
For
under the
what?
influence while
I'm not driving.
actual physical
I'm not
control.
driving.
Actual
I'm not
physical control of the
driving.
motor vehicle.
Fuck you.
All right.
He gonna punch him.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm literally sitting right here
Yeah.
because I'm not doing anything.
No, I understand. That's how you feel.
No. You understand? Then understand.
Oh, I'd love to talk to you about it. We can't be in the vehicle. Can't be in the van to talk about it.
And what's that going to do?
What was that? I'm
What's
just
that-
here to do my job, okay?
So am I. And my job is not to do anything. That's exactly what I'm
My
doing.
job is not to do anything. It's crazy.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Is nothing.
Okay. You know, I said my name is Nate.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to get what your
I
name
said
is,
what
man.
my fucking name was, and you said you.
I couldn't hear you.
And you said you didn't want nothing to be done, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. Do you know where you're at right now?
Yeah, and that's why I stopped.
What was that?
That's exactly why I stopped.
Because you know where you're at?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you come from today?
Where I wanted to come from.
Okay. All right.
And you said that I shouldn't be here to stop, so I stopped.
Okay. Again, the reason I came out to talk to you today.
So why did you stop me? Because
You already stopped.
Did you fucking tell me to stop because you told me to stop?
No, here's
You
how this
already
goes.
stopped.
Okay.
Fucking answer a fucking question.
Well, you want to come talk to me about it?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
I will.
All right.
There you go.
You want to go stand over here in my car, please?
Well, no, I'm right fucking here. You told me to fucking stop because you told me to fucking stop, and I stopped. And I fucking stopped.
Perfect. Let's go this way.
Yeah,
Please.
and see, that's why it's so fucking perfect.
Let's go this way, please. Come on, step out.
For what?
Was that you're
Make
under
up
arrest
another-
for DUI, man?
For what? What for what? What's a DUI? Make up another excuse.
Cleveland 286.
Make another.
Give me ETA for 341, please.
Make another excuse.
I'm not making the excuses.
Yeah, you are.
Talking. I'm just
So
trying to work
so
with
what?
you here today.
So what?
I'm gonna jump up a little bit.
Cleveland,
All right.
286. Send me another unit. We're fighting right now.
No, we're not.
Step it up.
He's fighting.
Get on your back.
Dude, I'm fucking trying to do what you want me to fucking do. And you're being a fucking asshole about it. See? You're still being a fucking asshole about it.
He is not a happy
I'm
camper.
perfectly fucking fine. I'll get out. Whatever you want me to do.
No.
You won't let me fucking do it.
We're not moving. You punched me in the
Zapple,
face,
man.
dude. We're done. We're not messing around.
Look,
Fanny.
look.
No. We're past that. Here.
Man, don't walk out there and get hit, man.
How the fuck do you want to do this? Do you want to wait for break box?
Hey, this is fucking fine, but this fucking guy keeps pulling me down.
You want to wait for?
Zapple, man. He needs 50,000 volts.
Yeah, I'll go get my house. Yeah.
You fucking assholes are fucking holding me down. Quit! I'm not even fucking. See, look. My hands are right here.
Put it behind your back.
Look.
He said the man had throw up on him.
Handcuff this dude.
Oh.
Update stay, please. All right, you just sit on the ground.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What you gonna do?
Yeah. Breathe. Walk. All right. You gotta get him out of this fucking car off his stomach.
What you gonna do?
Hey, Wade.
What you gonna
We
do?
gotta get him off his stomach.
What you gonna do? Let me up. What you gonna do? Let me up.
You gotta get him off his stomach.
What you gonna do? Get me up on stomach?
How do you want to do it?
What?
Someone just go to the center. And
Then what?
we'll try
Then
and
what?
haul him straight out here.
Then what?
I'll just try and.
Watch his head. Watch his head.
Yep, I got him. I got his head.
Put him in that snow.
Here, sit him down.
Then what? Then what you gonna do?
You roll your rig up?
Then what?
Right here. Yeah. Or right here, actually right in front. We'll,
Then what?
yeah, blow them up.
For what? For what? See? You're fucking bitches.
Dude, not cool. Not cool. That's two felonies today, boys.
So?
Stop it.
So? What?
Stop.
Do you think I fucking give a fuck about fucking felonies, bitch?
Oh my gosh.
Do you think that's a fucking big fucking deal? Fuck you. I have fucking 10. Who gives a fuck?
All right. You open your cab door and we'll put him in there.
What's your fucking next play?
We're just
What's your next play? What's your next play?
What?
Right, we got to play. It needs to be hot.
No,
I agree.
What's your next play? Tell me. What's your fuck you? What's your next play?
Or we'll just slide him in. We're not gonna.
What's your next play? What?
Perfect.
Another fucking felony? Fuck
Is
you.
there anything there?
I have so fucking much on
All right,
me.
let's go look him
Fuck.
All right, so he has so effing much he doesn't give a. Okay, I think we understand. He's going to jail. Let's play in honor of him. Let's play that.
Girl, you're going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. You're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight.
Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so let's shift. All right, here is, I haven't seen this one. DA's wife gets brutal reality check. I've never seen this one. Shout out to y'all. Let's go. This will be the last one.
Officers in Florida responded to a busy intersection after a woman driving a 2023 Audi caused a multi-vehicle crash. Multiple witnesses reported the driver sped through a solid red light, crashing into a vehicle with enough force to send it rolling into another car.
Oh my gosh.
Here's what the officers did next.
Dang.
Can you do me a favor? Can you back this up so we can see if you need a tow? I think he's leaking or needs a tow, but I'm gonna have him back up and find out. I just don't look pretty, but I think.
Yeah, trying to fix himself. Look good? Yeah, you're probably.
It looks like it's supposed to. I mean, the impact was probably rough, but it didn't hit. Nothing. Vehicle freeze. Insurance card.
We just need next rotation times 2, right?
Times 2, yeah, he called it already.
Wow.
Oh, he did, sorry.
I mean, she is
Vehicle
cooked.
2. I have nothing from vehicle 1 yet. 41819.
That car is cooked.
I'm part of the Southwick Chamber of Commerce. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I swear I'm not like that crazy person.
No worries. You guys are good.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have everything out of this vehicle that you need?
Other than my
So you'll have access to it, tomorrow. It's just going to get towed. So anything you need, pertinent house keys, anything of that nature, why don't you go ahead and gather. Yeah, so she actually headed over. She's going to do all the crash form right now. She'll give you guys a document, and on the top it'll have that number you just give to your insurance company, and it'll have all the information from witnesses to everything on there. Ma'am, let's just stay over here, okay?
Yeah, I was the cause.
What's that?
I was the cause.
Oh, cause. I didn't.
Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, we're gonna have to take a detour off of this crazy train that we're on called body cam, because I didn't realize that I have been called out, and I need y'all to. I'm gonna bring y'all in on this because I'm being called out. So, y'all, I'm so tired of these Candace people. I really am getting tired of them. They're gonna make something. They're gonna make me act a certain kind of way, and I'm getting a little bit tired of it. Yeah, I'm sick of these people. I'm really tired of them. They're gonna make me act a fool up in here. They're gonna make me act a fool. Right. Like what in the world? Y'all put Candy in the chat. Y'all just put Candy in the chat. Cause I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of these folks. I'm sick of them, man. I'm sick of them. And I ain't even been messing with Candy. I've been leaving Candy alone for a minute. I just came back today and now they're acting a fool with your boy. Shout out to Candy, man. Y'all put Candy in the chat. Look, y'all making me sick and tired. Yeah, I'm gonna just pray. I'm gonna pull this up. Y'all check it out. And yeah, this is I need to go pray. I'm gonna go pray, y'all. Y'all watch this and y'all deal with it accordingly. Green hearts in the chat when y'all can hear.
Candy Lanebacker, Babe 7000, you need to know my real identity. Just know that this message goes out to Jason Whittaker.
What?
What a fitting name. The Whittaker. You can refer to me as Candy Lanebacker, Babe 7000. You need to know my real identity. Just know that I speak on behalf of the coalition of the Candies. Third Eye Blind, allergic to lying. And we are issuing another season. You and your teeny tiny friends have failed to adhere to our previous season. Rebellion. Tell me right now how it is snowing. It is snowing. Look at that. Look at this.
It's snowing.
Can you believe it? What is happening? Oh, hey, Ishmael. 33 degrees.
I can't believe it. It was 90 degrees earlier.
I know. Is that the star, David?
Why is she hanging out the window?
It's hitting me.
Quit hanging out the window.
I'll hang out the window anytime I want. This is my window, too. Earlier today, thermostat said it was going to be 90 degrees outside. Well, now it's 33. Oh, I sure shoot do believe it is suspicious. Everybody making fun of Candace Owens, the truth-seeking, speaking angel. What do you have to say for yourself about the snow that is falling in the springtime? That ain't never happened before in the history of everything. And I find it funny. After Candace exposed the Messianic Bible I was given to her, right? I find it just a little bit funny that now it is 33 degrees and snowing. The Freemason Jews. Oh, they exist, honey. Harold, if you could not fill your cup with ice right now, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm so sorry, babe. Bless you, honey. Are you okay?
Harold, why didn't you give me a tissue before I sneezed?
Sorry.
This ain't right. How is that possible? There's something going on. 33
The
degrees.
thermostat actually says it's 34 degrees, honey. It's right here on Alexa.
Harold.
Yeah.
Harold!
Poor Harold. All right. Whew. I needed that. Shout out to Edie Lowe. I needed that. I had y'all going, though. I did have y'all going, I know. Y'all was ready to fight. I love it. All right, let's get back to this body cam. This woman done crashed into these cars, and apparently she's a DA's wife. This is crazy work, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Let's get back to it. Let's go.
I didn't hear it. I just sit here. Yeah, literally, it's not.
Justice for Harold is crazy.
So this is the number you want to give your insurance company. All right. That's all your information and all the other vehicle information involved. All right. Unfortunately, multiple witnesses did state that you ran the red light. All right.
Yeah, I did not mean to.
That's okay. Okay. So this is unfortunately a citation for running that red light. All right. Have you ever had a citation before? All right. So there's options here on the side. All right. Simply, you can read them. Right. One is if you just want to pay it. It does accrue points to your insurance if you'd like to. 2, if you want to plead not guilty. 3, you want to go to court. Whatever you want to do. You want to read the options. You want to choose which one's best for you. Okay. All right. Let's move a little bit further up here. Just because everybody doesn't need to hear your business, right? All right. So I'm actually going to hand this to my partner real quick. While we're out here, right? Unfortunately, what took place, the accident, right? So multiple witnesses, right? There was 4 that stated that you ran the red light. It was sustained red for a little while. And then while we're here, right? I'm observing as well as other officers are observing multiple different things. Okay, you're not able to stand very well. There is an unfortunate odor of an alcoholic beverage, which is believed to be emanating from your person. So I want to ask, do you have anything to drink today?
I just want to go home.
Totally understand that. So unfortunately, being that we have concerns, myself and other officers, I'm going to ask if you want to conduct standardized field sobriety exercises to dispel them.
We could, or you could just follow me home.
So I can't drive you home at this point, right? Because I have the concerns. So it's totally up to you. There's some balance exercises, right? NHTSA says that they're standardized. It would be 3 of them. And I'd like to know if you want to dispel those concerns by taking those exercises or conducting them or not. I would allow you to take your shoes off because I understand they are heels, not easy. But it's your choice.
So what happens if I don't?
So if you choose not to, then I have to make the determination whether I believe that you are under the influence. And at that point, I would go forward that way. And if you choose to, then you could dispel those concerns. It's your opportunity to dispel any concern that I may have.
What would you tell your wife?
That advice. I apologize. I know it's something that you're looking for, but I can't give you that advice. It's up to you whether you would like to take them or not. It's totally up to you.
In my opinion, I'm gonna have to call somebody anyway.
So it's not really how that's gonna work. So this is what we're gonna do, okay? It's gonna be a yes or no. Would you like to take the standardized field sobriety exercises to dispel my concern?
Yeah.
Yes, you would like to.
Why?
Was that your answer? Yes. It's yes or no.
Ma'am, why?
Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble.
Oh, you're gonna be in trouble.
I understand that. So if you're saying yes, we'll walk right up here where it's a little bit flat and level, and we'll just do 3 balance exercises.
Okay.
Is that what you'd like to do? I'm not gonna have you hold your
so. It's
phone.
crazy.
I'll have my partner hold it. So other than being in an accident, are you sick or injured?
No,
No?
not at all.
Are you diabetic?
No.
All right. Can you just stand with your feet together for me, hands at your side?
Yes, sir.
All right. Remain like.
Remember your job. Yep, so let her fall.
We will not let you fall. Is that the best you can
Sorry,
do?
I'm nervous.
That's okay. The best
Oh,
you can
you
do.
nervous?
Is that okay?
All right.
Yes.
All right. Can you see this blue light right here? All right. With your eyes and your eyes only, I want you to follow this blue light and do not move your head. There. Keep that head straight. Look at this blue light, okay?
Yes,
With your eyes.
I'm actually taking dance lessons right now for dancing under the stars.
Very cool.
And
right.
in Claremont.
No problem. Let's keep them hands at your side.
Yeah.
All right.
You're like, look, ma'am, I do
Sorry,
not
sorry.
care about
All
that.
right. It's okay.
I have to put you
All
in
right.
jail, man. You
All
got to
right.
go
So
to jail, man.
this next one, I'm going to have you take, not now, but I'm going to have you walk 9 steps and 9 steps back.
You know what? I'm going to take off my shoes.
Sounds like a plan. Ma'am, 9 heel touching toe steps forward, series of small steps to turn around, and count each step out loud. Do you have any questions?
Yes, you're not supposed to look down.
Okay.
Have you ever learned how to dance?
Ma'am, we're not dancing, okay? Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
They tell you when you're trying to learn how to dance, which I am trying to do right now, for
go ahead and look forward then.
an amazing cause here in Claremont. You guys are going to be really sad when you find out who I am. 11. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Good job. All right. We'll just spin and go this way then. So for this one, I'm gonna have you take your feet, place them together, and put your hands at your side. So I'm gonna have you lift whatever foot you choose, approximately 6 inches off the ground. It's about the height of a soda can. You're gonna point your toe forward. You're gonna look at it and count out loud by 1,000. So it's gonna look like this: 1,001, 1,002. You have any questions?
I don't think so.
All right, you can begin whenever you would like.
One. Regularly. Never.
All right, ma'am, that's good.
No, it's not.
No, it's really not.
Well,
You're right.
You've reached the elapsed time that I needed you to do the exercise.
Well, you just need to relax for like 3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Man, do me a favor, turn around.
He said
Please put your hands
awesome.
on your
That's
back.
crazy.
1,
She's still
Ma'am,
trying to. It's
hey,
crazy.
hey, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm gonna put handcuffs on you. You need to, ma'am.
Put your arms behind your back.
You're
What you
okay.
asked me to do.
You're okay.
Do you guys know who I am?
We're good.
No, ma'am.
So, I would really like to have one more opportunity.
You're good.
You would really like to have one more beer. They still wrestling with her. Great day.
Roll on your side. Roll onto your side, please.
Excuse me. I
Roll up.
need to move my
Roll onto your
dress
side, please.
down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now let's get you up. Are you hurt? Are you hurt? You stand up on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. We're gonna head over to this police car here, okay?
Okay.
You have a little bit of dirt.
No.
Walk over here.
No.
Ma'am, come on,
I
ma'am.
need my purse.
We will get your
first of
purse.
all.
We will get your purse. Come on.
I'm going to get your purse personally. Go take a seat
Not
in the
your
car.
purse
I'm going
personally,
to show
Chris.
you your purse, and then we're going to move on with this. But I'm going to get your purse. Go ahead and walk to the car.
Come, ma'am.
Come on, ma'am.
All right, ma'am. We're just gonna have to drag you then. That's what we want to
You
do.
not want me to get your purse? Be an adult and get in the car.
You black
Yes.
man and
Be an adult and get in the
out
car.
for yourself, you son of a
Whoa.
bitch.
All right. Hey,
Oh my gosh.
please sit in the car.
I'm from California.
All right.
You people,
Please sit in
you
the
people
car.
are.
There you go.
I need you to call my husband right now.
All right. Please sit in the car,
No, you need to take
ma'am.
this off.
No, ma'am. You're under arrest, ma'am. Hey, lad.
We're going to have to.
I don't want to. Go on the other side. Go on the other side.
Get the car.
Here. The dress keeps coming up. So.
Yeah, I got it.
Stay there. Don't move.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this? It's crazy.
First of all. Second of all, you're making it worse for yourself because nobody understands what the you are doing. I'm from California. We don't do things like this out here. You people are
All right, man.
That's crazy work. I'm from Cali.
problem.
Yeah.
They don't arrest criminals in
We need a
Cali.
32 to respond to the jail.
Yeah, we do.
Wait, you should very good.
I don't have my card yet.
Yeah, the cert. Wait, card or cert?
I have the cert from the class, but I never got the card from the state.
Oh yeah, you never got this card.
Whoa, ma'am.
Hey.
Literally, this is painful. I will not run away, but you need to like loosen this mother.
Whoa.
I'll fix them if you twist to the side. As in, look at that door, turn your hands this way, and I'll fix them, but you're not going to come out.
And as an adult, you use your mouth, you ask. You don't kick stuff.
Oh, like you guys
Yeah.
were paying attention, whatever
don't
you
kick
were
stuff.
talking.
You don't
guys
kick
were all.
stuff. So put your foot back
So
in.
if you were,
As an
you
adult,
take
what would
this
you like
off,
us to do?
I would like for you to take these off of my arm.
Okay. So can you say please?
Could you pay attention? I was literally knocking nicely.
Do you want it done or not?
Yes.
Knocking nicely with your
When
feet
am I
is
gonna hear
crazy.
please?
Are you
I don't have to do shit right now. Do
Did
you
you
want it or
follow
not?
No, you don't. You don't.
Okay, so they'll stay like that until you decide to grow up. If you want to say please or calm yourself down, take some deep breaths, it is what it is right now. But if that's how you want to act, then we're not changing it. We're not
You just
changing it for
drive
somebody
one
who's being
thing.
combative.
Maybe you should call.
Yes, you're right. Maybe you should calm down. You're right.
You guys
Exactly.
should know
So,
I am.
all right. They're going to stay like that until you decide to relax a little, and then I'll adjust them. All right.
You know you're gonna take them off. Hospital up there.
Lean forward a little bit so I can check the cuffs. They're very loose. So what is your complaint?
Hurts.
Well, don't move around in them.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't wear handcuffs
Hey,
a lot.
I have 200. I weigh 265 pounds. I got two fingers through.
I know
So that one's
everybody in the
good.
Chamber of Commerce. I know everybody in the.
I got two fingers on that one too.
Everybody that is anybody I know because I am part of the Chamber of Commerce. So you are going to get up the butt.
For what?
What?
For being a dick.
Oh
For making an arrest?
For being a dick.
Hey, so the cuffs I can put two fingers
you're
through.
being a dick right now with cuffs.
If I'm being a dick,
Oh
what
my
do you mean?
gosh.
I'm not. You're not the one in trouble.
I know I'm not the one in trouble.
The Chamber of Commerce. I've
So,
never heard the
if
Chamber
you
of
don't
Commerce.
want to talk, don't talk. But your cuffs are fine, and you're gonna get checked out. We're gonna handle business, and we're gonna move on. And you can do whatever you need to do after that about this. But kicking like a child is not gonna help.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could just let these go.
No, they're not coming off.
Okay. Well, I'm 6 miles from my house.
All right.
I can walk there. For Christ's sake.
Oh, you really
If
probably
that's
couldn't.
what you guys are doing.
Shut the door. Close the door.
No.
Ma'am, get out of the car. Ma'am.
What is wrong with her?
Stop.
Ma'am, stop.
Why are they taking her out the car again?
Get the cuff. No, the one that's watch your head. Watch your head.
You need to take
Adrian,
off.
watch your head. Okay. Thank you.
You need to
I gave you
take
keys.
Get it
off
off the ground, Adrian.
the cuffs
Thank you.
off of my feet.
No, it's on top of the car.
I'll get him.
That is not allowed. You guys are breaking the law.
Adrian,
right
grab my
now,
car.
you're breaking the law.
Don't worry about it.
You're breaking the law, and my husband is going to murder you.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you dare.
Just relax, ma'am.
No.
Don't invoke. Your husband is not going to do that. Your
Just
husband
let
knows
me
you crazy.
go.
Ma'am.
Hey, in the trunk,
Ma'am.
hit the trunk button. Yep. There's gonna be like a helmet in the
I have
trunk.
one.
You got
A
one?
helmet is crazy. Are they gonna put her in the helmet too? Oh, they're gonna put her in the burrito and the helmet. Is crazy work.
Can you stop? Get off of me.
I was not prepared for this.
Stupid whore, you smell
Ma'am,
like
sit up. Ma'am, sit up.
You wow. Her insults are kind of serious. They need to put that on her. The deep, yes, they need the burrito. The burrito. Oh, put on her head, please. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let me see it. Come on, let me see your face.
No, I was waving that nosy at. Ma'am, do you want to get in the car like an adult or not?
off. No.
That's you close yours off at the same time. Whenever you're ready. What side do you want on? Oh, I don't care. I was going to use seatbelt. Cool.
Jason, I'm gonna have those things for the legs that can't make it. Are you loving your life right now? Having, hanging out with these dudes? They don't give a about you. They don't give a about you.
I don't have an Uncle Tom.
Well, they don't give a about you.
Either one of
them. I don't have an Uncle Tom.
Especially
Where's the burrito?
I have those black
They work,
like
they don't.
straight soft ones where you put it to the front.
All right.
No, he's a hero.
Wow, let me see the helmet.
Hero for being here. You guys are the worst.
Is it AC on for you? Yeah, I'll turn
That helmet is savage.
it up higher. Yeah, I can feel
She
it.
is super drunk.
This is
Why
not
are you
speeding up the
doing
process.
Why are you doing this? Why
did you do this? That's
No,
my question
no,
to you.
No.
Why
Why
did you do
are you
this?
doing this?
Not doing anything.
I'm from California. I moved here 4 years ago.
Okay.
I will never understand the blatant racism that is here. My husband is an immigrant. I will never understand. I will never understand a black police officer ever. They don't give a about you.
Hey.
Take it off my face.
Yo, whoever sent me this, shout out to who sent me this video? Who sent me this? Because I had it in my list to play, but shout out to Future. Shout out. That is the craziest sentence in the world. So the drunk woman is claiming racism because a black police officer is arresting her, as if he knew that her husband was an immigrant, as if that's the reason why she's being arrested. She crashed into somebody, for crying out loud. She wrecked somebody under the influence. This is some crazy work. Talk about not taking accountability. Like, this is some accountability-itis right here.
Or else nothing.
We're not taking it off your face because you're smacking all around. We don't want you to hurt
somebody
yourself.
got a second set?
Yeah.
Here. Here. Use these. And we'll get
Hey.
Get off of me! Get off of me! Don't kick him. Get off of me! Get off! Get off! You knock it off. Do you think I don't know who you are?
Hey, ma'am, stop fooling around. Damn.
You know what? If you just
We're making
let
them
me
tighter.
off.
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing? That's
They're not
crazy.
coming off.
Okay, well.
They're not coming off. But if you would relax, we would get you somewhere where they will take them off.
Okay, well, fine.
Well,
I
if you would
cannot.
relax.
I cannot. I can't. You have to get them off. You have to get them off. I can't. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I can't. Help me. Help me. No. No, you won't. Better.
Just stay in the car. Adrian, just don't let the door close behind you.
You're saying that doesn't hurt my feelings.
Well, you don't hurt my feelings either.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to get you to calm down.
Just relax.
Okay, well, yeah, I can calm down if I have this off of my face and had my arm to myself.
I'll make you a deal. This will come off if you get yourself calm.
That's a good deal.
Give me a minute of you calm, and I will take this off.
Then you have to
I'm not taking nothing
everything.
off.
We're not taking off the handcuffs. They can't come off.
Okay.
Because you're going to jail, lady.
But if you would stop, listen. Hey, all right. No.
I need a spit mask.
All right. Right in her face.
Sorry, you didn't get up your ass.
No. Hang on. Hey, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get pepper sprayed in about 10 seconds. If you do anything that I don't like, and I didn't request of you, you're f***ing sprayed.
Okay. No, you have to.
Do you have any questions? All right. You'll grab a towel where the shotgun holder is.
Well, that's a shotgun.
Nope, this goes to control.
No, you need to stop.
No, I'm not fighting you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not fighting you.
Okay, then just sit there, and we would have been gone already. Halfway to the place where we would have took all these chains and cuffs off.
Okay, so now what are you doing?
Well, once you're done, we're gonna leave.
You know.
And we're
This is the craziest thing I've saw in my life.
My husband is the district attorney. We will kill you.
She's saying her husband will delete you.
Never.
Do you want this hobbled or no?
Nah, I'm just gonna go.
Let me out.
Ma'am, what are you doing?
Open the f***ing door.
You can't open the door, ma'am.
Open the f***ing door.
Ma'am, stop. Ma'am, you're gonna hurt yourself. Stop.
Stop, ma'am.
Ma'am, stop.
Get me out of here. You guys are kidnapping me.
We're taking you to Lake County Jail. We're
You're
not
kidnapping me is crazy.
Get me out of here. Stop the f***ing car.
Ma'am, if you break, ma'am, stop.
Let me out.
We are going to let you out, but not in the highway. We're in the middle of the highway. Can I let you out in the middle of the highway? No, I can't. So if you would just relax for a minute, okay? Just calm down.
No, it's not okay. You guys are kidnapping me.
No, we're not. You're under arrest.
Kidnapping me is crazy.
This is wrong, and I'm gonna report you to the police. Let me out.
We are the police, ma'am.
I cannot take this lady seriously.
That's fine,
man.
ma'am. Well, you'll have your day in court, man. But right now, what? And what would you like me to tell your husband? Tell him what?
Tell him.
Tell him.
You have me in the back of a retard car.
Well, it's a police car, not a retard car.
Retard car is crazy.
Okay.
I am gonna call all of the cops, and I'm also gonna make sure that whatever you guys have, nobody's ever gonna do business with you again.
That's good, ma'am. Just so you understand, we are recording. We are recording. Okay. Just know that we are recording.
I'm glad. Guess what? Your family is.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for recording.
I'm gonna make sure that you people are literally for the rest of your life.
That's good, ma'am. It'd be nice if you didn't threaten my family. Thank you, though. What's wrong?
I tried to be normal.
Okay.
This is normal?
I'm freaking out, and now you're pissed because
We're not mad, ma'am.
I asked nicely earlier. You just let me go.
No, ma'am. You are under arrest. We cannot let you go.
Okay. What am I arrested for?
DUI with property damage, resisting arrest, and battery on Leo. And if you would just relax for another 15, 20 minutes, we would be where we need to be. Ma'am, stop. Ma'am, please don't. Ma'am, you're going to hurt yourself. Ma'am. Oh, my God, you're going to hurt yourself. Hey, I requested a BTO to the jail, but she's going bonkers.
I drive a $90,000 a month car. You people are going to get when my husband.
Yeah, that's what I was calling, just to make sure you're cool with it, because she's going. I mean, she's flipping upside down. She's kicking everything possible.
They're going to believe me way more than they're going to believe you.
That's fine, ma'am.
Let me out.
We're not letting you out, ma'am. Not until we get to the jail. Ma'am, this is the jail. We're in Tavares. We're not at Claremont anymore. So I have to. Don't open that door. I'm going to read you something, okay? All right. I am now requesting that you submit to an approved test of your breath for the purpose of determining the alcohol content of your breath. Will you take the test?
Anything.
All right. If you fail to submit to the test requested of you, your privilege to operate a motor vehicle will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal, or 18 months if your privilege has previously been suspended. Do you still refuse to submit the test, knowing that your driving privileges will be suspended for a period of at least 1 year, and you'll be charged criminally for a refusal? All right, ma'am. Have a good night. Okay, I'm going to turn you over to these officers. She's not been searched or anything at all. So she was in a wreck. We had to come here for the BTO. She wasn't cleared by the hospital, no.
You guys
Just relax. So we. All right. Well, hopefully she'll calm down by then.
This is not okay.
Yeah, I mean, we had to come here to do the BTO thing, so if she said yes, we had to do that before going to the hospital anyway, so. Man, stop.
Wow.
We're going to go to Waterman now, man. We're going to go to the hospital. They would not accept you because you were in an accident.
No, I am fine.
Okay.
Totally fine. You're not taking me to the hospital.
We have to take you to the hospital.
No, you're not taking me to the hospital. You guys need to let me go.
Okay. She refused.
Let me go.
We're heading off to Waterman.
Call my husband. You guys need to let me call my husband.
Man, she's not chilled out, so I don't know what's going on.
Right now.
All right, GPS says 5 minutes, ma'am. We're going to go up here to the highway, make a right, go up a little bit.
She said,
If you calm down, I will. But if you keep kicking around and acting a fool, then why would I do something for you that's a privilege?
Because I was not acting a fool.
Ma'am, you haven't acted normal since we started this process.
This might be her normal, though. This could be her normal baseline.
Well, I'm asking you to calm down.
Well, I'm asking you to call my husband.
And if you calm down. Okay, ma'am. Like I said, if you relax a little bit, then I am more inclined to do something for you of that nature.
I can't hear anything because I have a stupid thing on my face.
Well, it doesn't protect your ears. You should be able to hear. Well, see, you not being nice like that is creating me not to want to do these things for you. Well, I can't hear you, ma'am. You're gonna have to speak up. Okay. I wouldn't speak on behalf of an organization that you're gonna sue the police. It's not very nice. Especially a nonprofit.
This is the craziest thing I ever saw.
The suspect was charged with 2 counts of DUI with property damage. The suspect was issued a $16,000 bond, which she later posted. In court, she pleaded guilty to failure to stop at a red light and was ordered to pay a $264 fine and all court costs.
That's all?
She has pleaded not guilty to the remaining charges. At this time, the court case is still ongoing.
That is some crazy work, y'all. That was a wild one, y'all. This is a wild body cam night.
On September 2nd, 20.
Stop. All right. Shout out for sure. All right. So we'll be back and ready to do this again tomorrow. That was crazy work, y'all. That lady was so $264 and just court costs. How much are court costs? I mean, that's all she had to pay. That's crazy work, man. They're like, I would expect just because of GP alone, just because you harassing people and all these people, all these resources got to be applied to you. They didn't need to charge resources. Something. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much to everybody who tapped in today. Thank you so much to the sponsors and supporters of the channel. Thank you so much. Melinda says this with the 10. I love hanging out, watching body cam with you all. Much better than watching Candace. Thank you so much, Melanie. Let me tell you. Yeah, that was a gross episode. I ain't even lie. If it was in the presence of Jesus, I wouldn't want to come back either. I'm sorry. If I was in the presence of Jesus, I wouldn't want to come back either. Full stop. She has no idea what it's like to follow Christ. And I agree with you 100%. Candace has made some of the weirdest assertions as if, as if she takes care of her own kids. Thank you so much for the very kind $2. No question, no comment. Just pure love of the game. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Then Captain Jack's blessing us again. Edie Lowe, have you ever thought about doing stand-up? I think that's a great question. Edie is a fantastic content creator, by the way. Love it. Love it. I appreciate you so much, everybody. Tomorrow is Friday at 7 o'clock. I have the Fit Lawyer ATL coming on. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of body cam. We'll be playing body cam bingo and just having a good time, yucking it up. And it'll be a candy-free day. We're not talking about Candace at all. I might not talk about Candace the rest of the month. I don't know. That was just terrible. But everybody, I want to say thank you so much for tapping in with us. I really do appreciate it. I think that's all. I think we had something fun planned on Saturday, but it's impromptu. So I'll let you know as it starts materializing. So everybody, thank you again for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for liking and hyping and commenting and all that kind of stuff like that. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. I mean, we're hanging out. We might as well, right? Come on, subscribe. And everybody, I'm looking forward to doing this again with y'all tomorrow. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Take care. See you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Whip Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.